Wow. Look, well. Look who it is. It's the guy that missed stream yesterday. Welcome in to the most scuffed show on the internet. My name is Phil the Mimic, and today we are gonna be watching, or rather, I guess, reacting, whichever one you want to use. We're gonna be watching some AcrimonyToku. For anybody who is not familiar with the channel, which more than likely is a handful, if not most of you guys, they do a lot of informational toku stuff, top tens, all that good stuff. What's up, robot Roblox King Jason? How you doing, homie? So, honestly, I think we're just gonna get right into it. Assuming, hold on, I forgot to check things that I was supposed to check. Is it because, hey, Yuta, welcome in, buddy. I'm doing good. How you doing? Hmm. Naruhodo ne. Basically, I'm trying to switch. I've made some adjustments, some changes since we've hit affiliate, trying to make things like a little bit more presentable, a little bit more in line with what Daddy Twitch is asking for. But of course that comes with a couple of hiccups, but it's okay because I'm pretty sure most of those hiccups are just on my end. I'm pretty sure everything's totally Gouda now. But because I am the most impatient person on the planet, we're not going to wait for people to flood in. We're going to get started and then they can hop in where they want. Hold on. We missed a crucial like 6 seconds. We're going to put some fucking respect on this. There we go. Oh my god, it's my boy Stronger. It's my boy Amazon. There's gonna be a lot of fangirl in this episode. I'm not sorry.
Why is Kamen Rider so legendary? From 1971,
I miss Rearise so much, Yuta. I miss that shit forever. Oh, again, because we're gonna be fangirling, and I guess talking a lot. So this video came out in 2024. That's when Kamen Rider Gav, I think, like literally was either just now airing or it was like just getting started. So this, I don't think it's gonna cover Gav or the currently airing Zets, but that's okay because I can fangirl about those forever.
Legacy and a rich history within Japan and throughout the entire world.
Oh, it's my goat.
This video will cover every single Kamen Rider series throughout history.
Bro, here's hoping we don't get copyright struck into oblivion, huh?
Games and even American adaptations. So if you want a video,
wait, was that a game with fucking 0, 1, and double in it?
If you just want to take an entertaining walk with me through the complete history of this legendary franchise, this is the video for you.
Have I seen this video before? Yeah, like when it came out though, like over a fucking year ago, man.
To tell the story of the Kamen Rider franchise, we first have to go all the way back to 1938, where a young child named Shotaro Onodera
1938?
in Miyagi Prefecture, Japan.
Oh. That's when Mans was born. My bad.
Showed a lot of creativity and a talent for creating characters from a young age. He showcased his abilities in various manga competitions throughout his childhood before he would eventually create a character named Skullman that would of course go on to become Kamen Rider.
AKA, he's Tokusatsu Jesus.
Featuring young adult men that become cyborgs and transform into armored superheroes with a theme of grasshoppers and other insects. Although this has loosened up a lot over time, and in the modern age, not all series feature this bug theme. In fact, most don't.
Yeah, even the Spaceman season does have some bugs. There's always at least one like bug grasshopper enemy or something along those lines. They don't lose the roots too much, even though everybody's a fucking beetle now. And this guy's a train.
There are 3 eras of Kamen Rider, and these coincide with the eras of Japan's history. These eras are known as the Showa era, spanning from 1926 to 1989, the Heisei era, spanning from 1989 to 2019, and the Reiwa era, which spans from 2019 through the present day.
The brand new stuff is how I got into Kamen Rider. I started with Geats because it was easy to watch.
In 1971, Kamen Rider was born with the iconic original series, starring two main protagonists in Takeshi and Hayato, as they would take on
Before Captain America was punching Nazis, we had our karate bug man.
Shocker and later Gale Shocker. Unlike modern-day seasons of Kamen Rider, this series ran for a whopping 98 episodes.
God damn!
Start with the story of Takeshi Hongo, a college student who was turned into a cyborg by Shocker, but they were unable to fully convert.
That's the move I'd be hitting in the mirror every day.
While filming a motorcycle stunt, Takeshi Hongo's actor Hiroshi Fujioka was injured and had to be replaced. They would replace him by Hayato Ichimonji.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but I'm pretty sure in the accident, I'm pretty sure man's broke his leg. Like it was something pretty bad.
By Takeshi Sasaki, and eventually they would join forces together, becoming the iconic Double Riders. This series set iconic tropes such as Kamen Rider being a cyborg fighting an evil organization, and of course his preferred method of transportation, his rider machine Cyclone. To say that this series was iconic and legendary would be a huge understatement.
The GOAT!
In 1973, Toei would follow up the success of Kamen Rider with Kamen Rider V3, a direct sequel.
Listen, I know, hold on. I know his suit is not amazing, but this is my guy. I fucking love V3.
Characters from Kamen Rider.
And he has the best, well, he has the best henshin pose out of the original three. Come on, dude.
In this series, Shiro Kazami wants to be a cyborg in order to avenge his family that he saw being killed by Destron. He becomes mortally wounded while risking his life to protect the Double Riders. So in return, they turn him into Kamen Rider V3. This series features
You save Batman, he slides you $1 million in a new suit.
Takahisa Yamaguchi, who has one of the most unique rider suit designs in the franchise, being that his mouth is exposed through his helmet.
Yeah, by the way, Riderman is a guy. Riderman is just straight up a guy. That's part of the reason why his mouth is sticking out. As far as I understand it, this man does not have any cybernetic enhancements except he puts on a funny arm.
Our protagonist Shiro is played by Hiroshi Miyauchi, who also played Owl Ranger in Go Ranger, Big One in Jaka, and Chief Counselor Naoyuki Miura in O Ranger.
Editor, throw in a bunch of photos.
Franchise. This guy is a Toku legend.
Bro, tell me you look up in the sky and you see that, you don't feel a sense of security and just overall pleasantness. Everything's gonna work out just fine.
It was a natural evolution from the looks of the Double Riders, featuring more red and a slightly more detailed design.
Okay, this is the one I'm gonna shut the fuck up on because I don't have any fun trivia for X.
Where our main protagonist Keisuke and his father were betrayed by Keisuke's fiance in order to assist God, the government of darkness. Keisuke and his father to become mortally wounded. Keisuke's father, who was
hold on. God, the government of darkness? Listen, man, I'm not gonna make the political joke, but they write themselves.
Turned Keisuke into a Kaizorg, also known as X Rider or Kamen Rider X, in order to save his life.
Wait, hold on. Damn, that's kind of sick. I'll give it up.
Starts as an easygoing character with the optimism of somebody that's about to get married, but all that is ripped away from him, and he turns into a machine of pure precision and focus.
You're telling me that if I don't get married, I get to be a Kamen Rider? I get to be Zoro with an X?
And his helmet definitely has a look that calls back to the Skullman manga created by Shotaro Ishinomori. Due to competition from anime on TV at the time, the show had lower ratings than the studio had hoped, and it only lasted 35 episodes.
Holy shit. Talk about a downgrade. Okay, I take it back. This is my fucking guy right here. I take everything back. This is my GOAT.
Also in 1974, we had Kamen Rider Amazon, This is the shortest Kamen Rider series ever and one of the most violent. This show follows Daisuke, who was lost in the Amazon as a child. He was raised by wild animals before eventually being adopted by an Incan tribe. Nearly his entire
What if Tarzan was a fucking lizard man?
village would be killed by Gold Ghosts, but not before an elder in the tribe performs a ritual to give him the power to become Kamen Rider Amazon.
Damn, look at that suit. Oh my god, dude, look at the suit. Hold on, hit me with the full shot. Oh!
Iconic and unique new look for Kamen Rider, with a helmet design and a suit design that had never been seen before. This was the first rider to not use a belt to henshin.
It looks so fucking cool, man.
Original to not have any previous riders returning. This is also the very last main Kamen Rider series that did not have a Sentai season air alongside it.
Oh, there he is. There he is, boys.
Which was originally planned to be the final Kamen Rider series. This show follows Shigeru Joe, whose best friend and mentor Goro
Hold on.
was killed.
Shigeru? Not from Nintendo? Okay, listen, I can't blame Shigeru for everything now. I'm gonna think about Stronger and I'm gonna feel bad.
By Black Satan. Because of this,
oh my eyes!
Get turned into a cyborg or Kamen Rider Stronger.
Oh my god. He's so fucking strong, he disables your entire fucking nervous system.
Electronic Wave Humanoid Tackle, or Denpa Ningen Tekud, who is also a cyborg created by Black Satan. And together they would battle Black Satan and later the Delzer.
Okay, I need to ask you guys. Hold on. Is this person a Kamen Rider? They are fully suited up. They have the scarf. They've got the full armor. They've got a bug theme. They fight against bad guys. Because for some fucking reason, even though, mind you, Rider Man also has an exposed face and is not a cyborg and arguably does not have a bug theme, he gets to be a Kamen Rider. Why doesn't Super Electric Humanoid Wave Tackle get to do that? I'm so excited because Time Stranger is coming. The Bancho dude, I was not expecting the Bancho Digimon trailer to drop so early. I was expecting like maybe January or something like that, but I guess the DLC's coming out in January. Has Bancho Liliamon been in any other games besides mobile? I don't even know. I would assume that they're in New Century by now. Everybody's in fucking New Century. You accidentally created a hidden link? Dun dun dun.
Who is also a cyborg created by Black Satan. And together they would battle Black Satan.
I lied. She's even a cyborg. Man, why is she not considered a Kamen Rider? I know a lot of people in the fan base do, myself included, but the fucking Bandai doesn't. They're not selling the toys.
Later, the Delzer army. Electronic Wave Humanoid Tackle isn't
I almost got it right.
But she definitely has the look of one, especially the ones from the early Showa era, and she is bug-themed, with Tackle's motif being a ladybug.
See?
Even created by Black Satan in the same way as Stronger.
Even the smarter guy agrees with me.
Unfortunately, the actress Kyoko Okada, who played Electronic Wave Humanoid Tackle, passed away at the age of 27.
Oh my god. Oh, that's so sad. That's actually so miserable. Holy shit. Do you think any like Japanese, I was gonna say Japanese children, but this shit came out way before them. Do you think anybody who likes Kamen Rider Stronger has done like the silly 6-line like S? Do you think anybody's ever done that with the logo? I think they were already working on DLC before the game even launched. Probably, especially considering how much of it is just reused assets. Probably. More than likely.
But that was trademarked in Japan.
Wait, what? Who the fuck is Kamen Rider Spark then?
Focus on electricity. And this was the very first Kamen Rider series to have a temporary power-up for the main rider.
No way. Whoa! Damn! Look at that potentially worse suit, actually. I actually think this suit's not as cool. I don't like it as much. Wait, which one is this? I can't remember.
Years later, the
Sky Rider.
Introduced to Sky Rider. This was meant to be a reboot of the original Kamen Rider series.
This is that guy that gets his shit pushed in all the movies.
After the franchise had been off of TV for 4 whole years, hence the name and similar suit design to Kamen Rider Ichigo. This show would revisit classic themes and tropes from the first 2.
Except now he can fly. I think Sky Rider's the only one that can just like straight up fly like a superhero.
In Sky Rider, we follow Hiroshi Tsukuba as he battles Neo Shocker.
Dude, Neo Shocker's just made. Hold on, what the fuck? Hold on. Okay, very, very cool, very neat 70s effects. Thank you. Why is the the bad guys are unlockable characters? Do not be scared of them. They got fucking icons and that's it.
Follow Hiroshi Tsukuba as he battles Neo Shocker. Eventually, the idea of this being a reboot was phased out over time, and classic Kamen Riders would appear, tying this into the continuity of the rest of the era. With a name like Sky Rider, this series was very focused on flight. However, this was also phased out over time, and as far as I can tell, this was because Shotaro Ishinomori was unhappy with the flight special effects.
He doesn't even get to fly regularly?
Sky Rider was flying around.
Bro, Sky Rider has never gotten any respect. What the fuck? That's horrible.
In 1980, we were introduced to Kamen Rider.
Oh, Super One! I love his outfit. I love this costume so much.
In the International Space Development Program in the United States, so he can be an astronaut who doesn't need a spacesuit to survive in space. Unfortunately, before he can make it to space, the base where his operation is being performed is attacked by the Dogma Kingdom, with everyone else being killed.
Oh shit, he hit that Mighty Morphin pose. Yo, hold on. Super One's kind of amazing. Wait, what the fuck? I love this design, but also literally everything else. Hold on. This guy's kind of amazing.
And is trained by a martial arts expert named Master Genkai, who teaches him how to henshin.
Dude, stop. Not Genkai.
Multiple types.
Not Genkai of Yu Yu Hakusho fame.
Of interchangeable hands with different strengths and elements, and this functioned as a prototype version of the form switching that we see today.
Okay, hold on. While we got a scrub on screen, I genuinely think that changing arms and each arm has a different superpower. I genuinely think that that's one of the coolest fucking ideas, period. It's so simple. It's so sweet. You just fucking take them off. You put on a new arm and you start launching missiles. If I could have a rocket punch right now, even if I couldn't use it on anybody and it would just be like my shitty, like fleshy arm, I would still want it. Why not? Why the hell wouldn't I? God, I've never liked this suit.
Kamen Riders altogether, and this was the introduction of Ryo Murasame, also known as Kamen Rider Z-Cross.
It kind of makes me itchy, if that makes sense. You know, like when you see, not everybody, but you know people that like when they see a bunch of like little holes in something, they get itchy. I'm like that sometimes too, but oh, dude, he makes me itchy. Do I have any recommendations for the Harrismon Pulsemon deck? Honestly, dude, I don't play yellow like at all. I think I played a Mastemon deck for like 2 seconds. I have like next to no experience with yellow. I do know, however, that Pulsemon does work in conjunction really well with oh my god, what's his name? Lugarmon. They have a DNA Digivolution for a level 7. Doesn't exactly fit in the archetype, but you might be able to make it work. Like I said, I don't really play yellow, nor have I really played the Seeker's deck. So there will be some experimentation for sure.
Before being kidnapped by the Bodon Empire, who turned him into Z-Cross. With his memory erased, he does their bidding before quickly regaining his memory and escaping. He learns of the other riders that came before him, and they would team up together. Although this is only a special, Z-Cross is considered the 10th rider and often represented as a season retro.
You know what? He deserves it. Put some respect on his awkward suit.
Of Shiro Kazumi, also known as Kamen Rider V3, Joji Yuki, also known as Riderman,
Let's go!
Oki, also known as Kamen Rider Super 1.
Oh, hold on. Okay, I've said this a lot. Here he is. Here's my GOAT.
1987 saw the release of one of the most popular and loved series in the history of the Kamen Rider franchise.
Look, just look at that suit. Look at the belt. This is just plain and simple. This is a perfect design. This shit is a 10 out of 10. Triple S. Would throw my first child off of a cliff. Full Tekken style. Just to wear it for 15 minutes.
Franchise in Kamen Rider Black. This is a legendary entry marked by a dark tone, a gritty look, and a very emotional story. This show is a drama in the fullest sense.
And watch the pose.
Black introduces us to Kotaro Minami,
come on, bro.
Masterfully by Tetsuo Kurata, and he delivers a heavy and impactful performance where you're gonna feel the agony that he feels.
I wish we had a Kamen Rider with a cryptid or cosmic horror theme. I think that would be fucking awesome. I think that would be incredible. It's not as unlikely as you would think, because there's a lot of shows that kind of, well, how do I say this? There are a lot of shows that like dip their toes in the water, especially like of some cosmic horror. And to an extent, some of the kaijin, like some of the monsters, do lean into cryptid territory. But I agree, if they went like full, like all the way deep on it, I think that would be cool. I think that would be really awesome.
During his fight against Shadow Moon and the Gorgon.
Oh wow, would you look at that? Another character who is very clearly a Kamen Rider. That people are like, no, Shadow Moon's not a Kamen Rider. Up until I think a spin-off series about the villains that came out like a few years ago that called him a Kamen Rider. And now everybody's like, oh, well, there you go. Now he is.
It was around this time that the look of Kamen Riders in general started to change a little bit. The helmets
started getting better,
bulky, and the armor started looking a little more like armor instead of cloth. The aesthetics here and the tone would remain influential to future iterations of Kamen Rider for years to come.
Okay, here comes a complicated take. Here comes a very complicated take.
After the success of Kamen Rider Black, the executives at Toei agreed to go ahead with a sequel entitled Kamen Rider Black RX.
Black RX, you'll see it even better when you get the full shot. Black RX might be one of my favorite Kamen Rider suits, period. It's not as flashy or as complicated as a lot of my other favorites, but bro, just look at this.
Minami Kotaro returns, and he refuses an offer to join the Crisis Empire. Because
look at my boy!
Where he would become Kamen Rider Black RX. This show is notable for featuring Rideron, which was a red car instead of Kamen Rider's signature motorcycle. And this was also the first show to introduce form switching into the franchise officially.
I will say his form changes are pretty whack. They're pretty whatever. Speaking of cryptid, just by the way,
1992 was an absolutely packed year for the Kamen Rider franchise, featuring Shin Kamen Rider Prologue, a film celebrating the 20th anniversary of the franchise. Because this was 20 years later, this film was meant to attract fans of the original series that had now grown into adults, and that's why the film was a lot darker and more violent. Our protagonist here is Shin Kazamatsuri, who is fused with grasshopper DNA against his will, leading him to fight against the Institute of Super Science, or ISS. Shotaro Ishinomori originally planned for him to be called Kamen Rider Gaia, with a more traditional look, but later on they changed this to Kamen Rider Shin and gave him
this is a horrifying experience.
Ishinomori himself even appeared.
This man's entire body forcefully morphs, tearing apart his fucking ligaments and his skin and like the whole nine. Yeah, bro, you get to henshin, you get to experience unbelievable pain, and then you gotta go fight some fucking guys. Come on, man. What a miserable existence. Wait, what is this? I'm confused.
Also in 1993, we had
a video game.
This was a game based on the original Kamen Rider
Wait,
series,
hold on. I want to
after
play
the story that
this.
it's based on. It was a beat-em-up style game, allowing two players to play as Kamen Rider Ichigo and Nigo respectively. This game made it possible for a new generation to experience the
That's kind of amazing. I want to play that.
And you can even play it with a friend.
I got no friends, so I'll play it by myself, but still. Oh, an Ultraman crossover?
Had a huge 1993 was Ultraman vs. Kamen Rider, a TV special featuring mini clips and interviews with the people involved from both shows, where we have Kamen Rider growing into a giant to fight alongside Ultraman.
Okay, I'm not even a big Ultraman head. This shit is incredible. I'm so excited. Another thing I should check out. Oh, look at him. Ooh, hold on. I told you there was gonna be a lot of marking out. Oh, I love his fucking pose so much. I gotta see him hit it. I gotta see him hit it again. It's so amazing, dude. It's so incredible.
The first rider to be able to grow into a giant.
I think the only, actually. I could be wrong. I guess we'll find out.
He's thrown over a cliff and Kana is captured. The Earth Spirits resurrect Koji, and he becomes Kamen Rider J, who is assisted by his aide Barry. J is played by Yuta Mochizuki, who also played Geki in Zyuranger.
Just some guy named Barry. Just his bro from college. Oh no! Oh no, we reached Saban absolutely fucking ruining another property. Funnily enough, I actually don't include Power Rangers in that.
1995 would live in infamy with Saban's Masked Rider, one of the largest blemishes on
Jesus, dude.
I have traveled a vast distance from the planet Edenoi.
Edenoi!
After the success of Power Rangers during the 90s, Saban and Toei decided.
Oh my god, dude. Hold on. Has anybody ever tried to fucking eat? Has anyone ever tried to like bite open like a fucking juice box or something, or like rip open a Capri Sun with their teeth? I may or may not have done that way too many times as a child, trying to see if I could game it. Try to see if I can actually make that shit work.
To team up in order to bring Kamen Rider to the English-speaking world. This resulted in what is widely considered to be one of the worst adaptations of all
Bro,
time.
was that Alf in their kitchen? What the fuck was that?
Who travels to Earth alongside his companion Furbus, who looks like a giant Furby, and he meets a family who are pretty much devoid of personality and acting skills.
Ectophase, activate!
No, we fucking didn't. Ectophase activate!
They tried to shove Kamen Rider and a family sitcom together, and it just doesn't work.
It's so rough. Look at this fucking Furby! Who okayed this? Who okayed this shit?
Blemish to the legacy of Kamen Rider in the West.
Oh, we still got the car though.
1998 saw the release of a Kamen Rider.
Ooh, a PS1 game.
System, the PlayStation, allowing fans to experience the original Kamen Rider series all over again. This was a fighting game featuring characters and locations that fans of the original series would be really excited.
Bro, are there any? Did you guys make any fucking video games with more than just the original series in it?
To see. Gameplay was nothing revolutionary here, but this was definitely a noteworthy release in the history of Kamen Rider.
Shit's been on for 20 years now.
That would go down as a sad one for Kamen Rider fans, as we lost Shotaro Ishinomori due to heart failure on January 28th, 1998.
Damn.
It was unclear what would come of the Kamen Rider franchise with the loss of its creator.
It's like when Miura passed away. Like, what do you even do? Oh, what do? You release one of the fucking best Kamen Rider series ever, motherfucker, and I will die on that hill. Copyright strike me to hell. I don't care.
Kamen Rider would return inside of the Heisei era with a new hero, a new legend in Kamen Rider Kuga. This was the first.
Hey, look, it's that form that he used for 5 minutes and then literally never again in a 50 episode series.
Series in 11 years.
Wait, did he say 11 years between Kuga and the previous entry? Holy shit.
Protagonist in Kuga is Yusuke Godai, who finds an ancient artifact that allows him to become Kuga in order to battle the Gyorongi, or unidentified life forms. This was the final Kamen Rider season to feature only a single rider.
Yeah, bust out that 5 minutes, bro.
Kuga would feature multiple riders.
Listen, I don't know if we're gonna get to it in this video, but Kamen Rider has this thing where there is just so much like repressed slash like unspoken yaoi moments and yaoi-esque relationships that like 99.9% of the time is absolutely not touched on or addressed in any shape or form because it's either A, unintentional, or B, dumbass Fujos like myself being like, ooh, gay boys. This is unironically one of the best romances in a Kamen Rider show. Am I going to elaborate? Probably not.
Kuga would also feature multiple forms that were different color swaps and featured different weapons. And this was also the first season to air alongside a Super Sentai season on the same network, leading to Superhero Time.
Oh yeah, the big crossover.
In 2001, Toei released a direct sequel to Kuga titled Kamen Rider Agito, and this show features 4 very different riders.
Kind of a sequel. Sorta, kinda. For like 5 episodes, and then they dropped that shit.
A magic-based rider whose name is Lightning Move or Keep Moving. Akito becomes G3, a mechanical and technology-based rider who's based off of Kuga and actually puts his suit on. Ryo is Gills, a biological rider whose armor actually grows from his body.
I'm telling you, man, being a biological rider is just nothing but suffering. That shit does not look fun at all.
The incredibly cool Another Agito. This was the final Kamen Rider season to feature the Ishinomori style belt design. Also in 2001, the Ishinomori Manga Museum, named after Shotaro Ishinomori, opened in Ishinomaki, Miyagi Prefecture.
I want to go. I want to go to that so bad.
Culturally significant manga in history and to educate people on an art form that Shotaro Ishinomori himself loved so much. Even though
is that museum still around? Dude, it has to be. That's like a cultural like piece of fucking, oh my god, I'm fighting for my life. What is it called? A historical monument. There you go.
Shotaro was gone, his legacy was well remembered, and the franchise he created was headed in an exciting new direction.
Okay, now we get to another spicy take. Now we get to another concerning take. I'm sure he's gonna talk about it. Kamen Rider Ryuki is probably one of the highest acclaimed Kamen Rider shows, period, to my knowledge. I have very recently finished Ryuki, and while I think it is an absolute banger, and I would encourage anybody who is either A, watching Kamen Rider, or B, interested in watching Kamen Rider to check it out. It's not S tier for me though. It is not S tier for me though.
2002 brought Kamen Rider Yuki, a very popular season, especially amongst fans that enjoy having a lot of riders.
This show is actually how I figured out that I'm not that big on a shit ton of riders at one time. If it's like every now and again, hell yeah, I'm cool with that. There are too many of you motherfuckers running around at one time.
Riders riders travel to the mirror world via reflective surfaces, and these riders compete in the Rider War, a winner-take-all competition where the victor will be granted a single wish.
One of my favorite gimmicks, though,
He is
cards.
known for having a very
Cards to
unique
just
style
do
and
shit,
cool
man.
attributes, like being the first season to use cards, and it was also the first season where riders had a device that activates and announces their abilities and attacks.
One of my favorite rider suit designs, and also one of my favorite antagonists. The Asakura is a goddamn menace in every way, shape, and form.
This was also the first season to feature villain riders. It was around this time that the team at Toei started getting...
Oh, I want to talk spoilers so bad, but I actually really think that everybody should watch Ryuki. If it's a show that I don't give a shit about, or that I think that most people probably won't care about, sure, I'll yap about it. I actually think Ryuki is fantastic to walk in blind. Somehow I avoided being spoiled by everything except for literally the ending.
more experimental and creative with suit designs, as evidenced by the unique and elaborate helmet designs showcased within Yuki.
Oh, they're gonna smooch. Okay, sorry, Flork. You gave me a little bit of grief in the Discord one time. I still don't think Fives is that good, man. I still don't think Fives is that good.
2003 was the year of Kamen Rider 5,
The suit though is absolutely fucking incredible.
a show in which Smart Brain Org is trying to take over the world with Orphanox, who are the next stage of human evolution. They create 3 suits called Rider Gear, which are Phys, Delta, and Kaiza. Our main protagonist in this series is Takumi, who along with his allies would fight against Smart Brain to prevent them from replacing the world with Orphanox.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean when I say that the suit is fucking amazing? Plus, you get to put on the belt. It's so big and so clunky. It's disassembled. You gotta put it together and then you slam your cell phone in it. That shit is 100% rule of cool type shit. Doesn't matter if it makes sense. It's super cool.
With excellent acting
Except it does make sense, and I'm just being an asshole right now.
and explosive action. And 2003 was another great year for Kamen Rider.
Honestly, all the suits in this show look really great.
2004 saw the release of Kamen Rider Blade,
More
a themed
cards!
season featuring multiple riders that represented different suits from the card deck. Our main protagonist is Kazuma, who becomes Kamen Rider Blade after being ordered along with...
That was the
Sakura
longest charge up in human
to fight
history.
against creatures called undead. This series featured some really cool riders, including Garen, Chalice, Leongo, and of course Blade himself. The show featured 2 intros, and the second intro looks cool, and you could tell their focus was just on making it look cool for the audience. But the first intro is genuinely...
Is that the one with the charge punch?
And it's really unique in its weirdness. Kick that napkin. Kick it. This was the first season to have 2 intros since Skyrider.
Wait, hold on. Skyrider got 2 intros? The dude that wasn't even allowed to fly for his entire series got 2 intros? I mean, I guess they gotta hook him up one way or the other. They did him so fucking dirty. I guess they gotta help him out one way. Oh, oh.
In 2005, Toei released Kamen Rider Hibiki. This show wasn't even originally designed to be a Kamen Rider series, and in pre-production, many different themes were tossed around, including ninjas and yokai. But when Bandai demanded that the Kamen Rider name...
Yeah, this is the Devil May Cry to Resident Evil 4 of the Kamen Rider franchise.
be attached to the project in order to sell more toys, the original themes would be dropped, and the character would become an Oni-themed Kamen Rider.
It's pogging out!
By episode 29, chief producer Shigenori Taketera was fired, and this was unofficially attributed to low ratings and low toy sales.
In his defense,
After the firing, there was a
the
visible
toys are kind of
these
buns
were
from
the
this
more
show.
traditional Kamen Rider series.
The toys are kind of buns because you get super tiny instruments, and I guess you get action figures if you care.
Hibiki introduced a lot of unique things into the franchise, including the fact that there are no belts to Henshin, and this is the only series with an instrumental theme.
Kamen Rider, the first.
Wait, what? What is this?
2005 would continue with Kamen Rider the First. Kamen Rider the First was a modern-day reimagining.
Oh, I've seen these suits, but I have no idea what the fuck. I had no idea this even existed.
Story, but ultimately serves as a creative and well-made Kamen Rider project that shows a lot of love and respect for the original series.
That's pretty sick, actually. I wish I knew about this earlier. I could have yapped about it.
2006 was an important year
Oh.
for Kamen Rider, as we would be introduced to the
I say this a lot, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I take it back. This is my goat. This is my goat, naked and otherwise.
very first HD Kamen Rider
You'll see.
series in Kamen Rider.
There he is. He's naked.
This series takes place 7 years after a meteorite hit Shibuya, and shape-shifting creatures known as worms emerged from the disaster. This show added a cast-off feature, giving a unique external layer of armor over the rider's base armor, something completely fresh and new to the franchise. This show is notable for having a lot of unique riders with varied story arcs. The main protagonist is named Soji, and he's very unique within the franchise due to being extremely arrogant most of the time. Kabuto is also
Arrogant,
unique
but
due to its
correct.
food and culinary focus.
All right, and here it comes. The #1 Japanese fan favorite that I have not watched yet.
2007
The
was
time
a
traveling
cultural
train.
phenomenon within Japan in Kamen Rider Den-O. Ryotaro is a huge wimp until he's possessed by the Taros, because they imbue their own personality unto him and even change his non-Henshin look.
When you change your entire opinion and personality around a really good video essay.
Ryotaro travels with Hana and the Taros through time on the Den Liner to fight against evil Imagins, and they also encounter Kamen Rider Zeronos.
Okay, again, I'm gonna say it, dude. My goat. My absolute fucking goat. Have I seen Den-O? No, but literally every single thing I see from this guy is fucking hilarious and incredible. And his train is green!
Ryotaro claims that the reason for the show's success was the comedic timing. Because the show was so successful, it would lead to a mountain of revenue for Toei and more crossovers than any other Kamen Rider series in history.
When there's a Kamen Rider crossover, the majority of the time the original actors cannot make it back or are not being paid enough to come back from their busy schedules. Motherfucker, if Den-O is around, they're getting either the whole cast back or they're getting whoever is relevant at that point in time. It would not surprise me if they just shell out as much money as humanly fucking possible. How much do I need to rip you away from your schedule? I need Momotaros in this, or else we'll throw away the whole fucking movie. Is Kamen Rider the First again? Except B3?
Following on the heels of Kamen Rider the First,
Oh.
2007 would continue the anniversary celebration. That
Bro, did I get it right the first time? Holy shit.
Kamen Rider the Next, a reimagining of Kamen Rider V3 with a much darker and more intense tone, featuring horror themes. Like the Next, this movie introduced these characters to a new generation and put them in an interesting premise set in the Heisei era. Tsuburaya Productions
Why didn't we keep making these? How come we didn't keep making these? That's amazing. Wait, what the fuck? I'm super into that.
actually helped with visual effects
Redo Skyrider and let that man fly.
for this movie, and they are of course known for being the makers of Ultraman. "2008 was the year that Kamen Rider would take on a campy vampire theme with Kamen Rider Kiba. The tagline for this series was "Wake up, break the chains of destiny." This show takes place across 2 time frames simultaneously, being
Bro, I'm trying to think of something to say about Kiva. Honestly, Kiva's fine. Kiva's fine.
1986 and 2008, allowing the audience
He's got cool
to experience
suits.
the cause and effect of certain story beats. Our soft-spoken protagonist is Wataru, an introvert who's a human and Fangire hybrid, and this is actually a huge part of the plot, where we would explore Wataru's family history and his place within the hierarchy of the Fangire species.
Who's got the Titanium Ranger tattoos? Yeah, I know I didn't have much to say about Kiva, but yes, there is a flying dragon castle that comes out of a skyscraper.
This show introduced some really unique elements to the franchise, featuring Wataru's ghostly allies called the Arms Monsters, who provide Kiva with power-ups and live in a building that turns into a dragon. This show also introduced us to Kibat, a bat that bites Wataru's hand to facilitate his henshin. Although Kiva failed to achieve the same levels of success as Deno, this show introduced fans to some fresh and interesting new
I don't think they're gonna talk about it.
things that had never
Hold
been
on,
seen
let's
before
get a better
in
look.
the Kamen Rider franchise.
That's not his main form. On Kiva, like you guys probably saw the amount of fucking heavy looking chains that were all over that suit. Yeah. No, those chains were disgustingly heavy. They literally had to fucking change things around so that the suit actor wasn't constantly in pain. I love G so much. Every time I think about Kamen Rider G, I get sad. He's so fucking awesome. Does not have a show though.
No Rider fan knew just how huge it would end up being, with several awesome projects to keep the fan base happy. One of which was Kamen Rider G, a TV special meant to celebrate the 50th anniversary of TV Asahi, as well as promote Kamen Rider Decade. This special followed Goro, a sommelier who henshins into Kamen Rider G as he takes on the organization's shade. Kamen Rider G is a wine-themed rider who literally uses a wine bottle and corkscrew to henshin, and he even has a sword with a corkscrew attached to it. This special is
like, how is this not amazing?
Brought the fandom something incredibly unique with a wine-themed rider, and was just one part of what would be a great year for Kamen Rider.
Okay.
We of course got Kamen Rider Decade.
Listen. I've said it like 18 other times. This is my GOAT.
An anniversary season celebrating 10 years of the Heisei era. This show had two catchphrases. One is connect everything by destroying everything, and Heisei Rider 10 years early. Although the show only had 31 episodes, it was stuffed full of fan service and was focused primarily on making longtime fans happy. This show exists amongst the larger Riderverse, where our main protagonist named Tsukasa, also known as the Destroyer of Worlds, henshins into Kamen Rider Decade, and he travels to the universes of other Heisei-era riders as they are converging into one. He can even henshin into other riders from the Heisei era. Although Decade was a shorter season, the impact of the show was undeniable, as Decade would be featured in many crossover projects over the years.
Okay, we're not going to talk about it. Kamen Rider Decade, while being a really fun series with a really cool main character and a lot of really awesome shit attached to it. Lots of great cameos, lots of really fun movie appearances, all that stuff. This show is not finished. It's 31 episodes. But that's not the that's not the end of the show. You get a movie. Technically, you get two movies that function as endings. And then it just kind of keeps going. Even though those endings not only are pretty buns, but the show doesn't fucking end. And then Decade comes back in a different show like 10 years later. And it's like, hey, we're just gonna continue the Decade story now. What the fuck are we talking about?
Years. 2009 also brought a huge team-up movie.
Would you look at that?
In Kamen Rider Decade,
One of the movies I was talking about.
This project served as the official movie adaptation of Decade that gave the audience some additional context about Tsukasa and featured a team-up of every rider from the history of the franchise up to this point.
Oh, but also before I forget, yeah, no, Decade goes from like world to world, but these are not like the main Kamen Riders. Like this is not like the original canon. He's basically going back and forth between alternate realities. So all of these guys that you see, don't even worry about it, man. They're goop. They're not real. They're goop.
In addition to all of the Henshin riders throughout history, this movie also featured the nostalgic appearances of Tetsuo Kurata as Kotaro Minami, or Kamen Rider Black, and Toshiki Kashu as Shoichi Sugami, or Kamen Rider Faiz, as well as tons of classic villains from the franchise. When this movie released in theaters, it actually beat Harry Potter in the box office.
Holy shit!
2 billion yen, making it a huge success for Toei commercially and a memorable part of 2009.
All of this for a mostly mediocre movie? I still like the movie, don't get me wrong. It's just kind of
Kamen Rider would have another chance at winning over Western fans with a new American adaptation titled
I'll give it up. Kamen Rider Dragon Knight kind of slaps. For what it is, I definitely put it up there with Mighty Morphin in like actual quality.
Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Using footage from Kamen Rider Yuki, this show aired on the CW television network during its CW for Kids programming block, but it was ultimately canceled before the final 2 episodes aired on TV.
Kamen Rider.
It's not the worst Henshin that they could have done, honestly.
They make a pilot for an American adaptation of Kamen Rider in the same style of Power Rangers, and ultimately Ryuki was chosen for the adaptation due to the large quantity of riders and the fact that Ryuki has a female rider. Despite the show's cancellation, Dragon Knight actually won a Daytime Emmy Award for stunt coordination, and it's remembered mostly positively by the community.
Okay, finally a game I recognize. Holy shit! Thanks for the follow, Fish. Bro, my eyes, they don't work. Thanks for the follow, Fish the Bold. I appreciate you.
There was also a Kamen Rider game released in 2009 that would lead to quite a few sequels and spin-offs, Kamen Rider Climax Heroes on PlayStation 2. This was a Kamen Rider fighting game commemorating 10 years of the Heisei era and featuring all of the primary Heisei riders up to this point. This game series has become extremely popular in the fandom, and it was another thing that made 2009 such an awesome year for Kamen Rider.
I think the last one came out on the Wii, maybe? Okay. Here he is. Here's my #1 GOAT. Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. I'm gonna shut the fuck up for the whole thing, and I'm just gonna sit over here and slobber over my favorite fucking writer. With also the best show and the best fucking music. Oh my god. I have to shut up or else we will be here forever. Holy fuck. I sincerely have such a hard time narrowing down. Man, would I put this show over this show or like whatever the fuck, right? It does not matter. A show could come out that is objectively the best Kamen Rider show with the best suits, the best characters, the best opening, the best music, like whatever. It doesn't fucking matter because it's not Kamen Rider Double, motherfucker!
Also releasing in 2009, a fresh take on the Kamen Rider formula, Double is a detective show featuring 2 people that share the same rider body, hence the name Double. The catchphrases
Jotaro and his favorite twink.
We are the 2-in-1 Kamen Rider, and this clinches it. Kamen Rider Double uses Gaia memory sticks to swap left and right side forms that also provide him with different color combinations.
Wrecked up over here, man.
Call a detective's detective. He considers himself hard-boiled, although he gets called half-boiled through a lot of the show, something he's not a huge fan of. He's one stylish dude.
It does get the shit out of here, dude. It doesn't matter that he wears a fedora. He's the only person I've ever seen look good in one. That's not true. There's a couple. Look at him! Look!
Left side of Double's body. He constantly struggles to live up to his dead mentor's legacy, whose daughter Akiko becomes his landlady, and she has the personality of a young child. Then we have Philip. He's the right side, and he searches for useful information and does a lot of research involving key words to solve cases. He's definitely not what he seems, and his story has an excellent twist. Kamen Rider Double,
Which I'm not
features
gonna
excellent
spoil.
lead protagonists that are very easy to root for. This show also features Ryu, also known as
Not
Axel,
oh.
who's a cool writer that's based around
I hate the
and
piss
he
yellow
also
suit.
with Akiko. We also have Museum, one of the most memorable and interesting evil organizations in the history of Toku. This show has several.
By the way, the Evil Family Museum has this cute, chubby, adorable cat that turns into a fucking monster using the show's gimmick. They put the USB in the cat and it becomes a big cat monster.
Loving nods to the creator of Kamen Rider, Shotaro Ishinomori, including Shotaro Hidari having the same name, the green and black color scheme reminiscent of the Showa era, and Kamen Rider Skull, a reference to the Skullman manga that Ishinomori created so many years prior.
Look at my, oh, I paused it at the wrong time. Look at my goat, dude. Come on. He's even in Super Robot Wars. Come on. Tell me he's not the best. What the fuck? And they actually have good movies. Name a bad Kamen Rider Double movie. You can't. They're all amazing. The whole fucking show. Not a bad episode, dude.
This was the first Kamen Rider series to use the term Kamen Rider in English letters on the logo and in marketing, because before this it was always Masked Rider. Double will always be remembered as a cool, fresh, and well-written entry into the franchise.
Peak. Absolute peak. Hi, AG. Show him your balls.
2010 brought us
Don't do
Eiji,
that. You'll go
also
to
known
jail.
as Kamen Rider Oz, a nomad with a tragic past who dresses like a hobo and has a not-so-secret obsession with underwear. Eiji encounters Ankh, the arm of a greed.
Listen. Oh, hold on. There he is, the best character in the show. And I'm not joking. Ankh is easily the best part of the show, even when he's not just a disembodied arm. He's still the fucking best part of this show.
Made of metals that feed on the desires of humans.
There he is.
Yosuke Miura, who also played on a show called Caesar X, and the charisma and the interactions between Eiji and Ankh would be a standout of the season.
Listen. Twitch is an 18+ platform. God damn, dude.
Our two leads encounter Kogami-san, who assists them by providing various resources and equipment, but clearly he has ulterior motives, and this guy also loves to say,
My favorite fucking scene.
Kamen Rider Oz.
No, he didn't finish it.
An incredibly unique rider with multiple users, who's themed around capsule toys.
Listen, I hated this suit. I hated this suit for a good minute, and then the second I saw it in action, it's like, oh no, this is peak. This is fucking incredible. Yeah, bro, pop those coins in.
One thing that's really unique about Oz is that he's able to mix and match metals to combine different forms, but he becomes really cool and powerful when he combines 3 of the same type, like Tajador. This show is critically and commercially successful, and Oz would continue the streak of excellent Kamen Rider seasons at the time.
Oh, I forgot all about the O's anniversary movie.
2011 would see the release of a huge team-up movie in Oz, Dino, All Riders, Let's Go Kamen.
I think this is like
This movie,
the
of course, featured
40th
Oz,
anniversary or
but
something.
it also featured the double riders of the original.
It's like a big deal. I know
All
that.
the other riders throughout history.
Because I have literally I watched this movie and I was going through it and I had not seen like the majority of the Kamen Rider shows or anything, but I knew like a good bit about them and I had watched like enough seasons to be like, yeah, I can watch this movie and I'll still really have a good time. This dude is on screen for so long and I'm sitting there, I'm like, you're not Deno, are you? And from what I remember, Deno's not in this movie. It's like this guy, but he's not Deno. I don't know.
Serving as a celebration commemorating the 40th anniversary of the franchise and the 60th anniversary of Toei Company, this movie continued the tradition of fan service and crossovers within the franchise. The fandom was also treated to some nostalgic appearances from other non-Rider
I
Toku
forgot.
characters like Kikaider, Inazuman, and Zubat.
I watched this movie before I even gave remotely a little bit of a shit about older Toku. Dude, seeing those old bums in those old suits, that shit had me marking out a little bit.
And a cool new form from O's using the Imogen and Shocker medals. Appropriately, the catchphrase for the movie is "Oh the world, these are Japan's heroes." Due to the large amount of legendary heroes featured here, and this movie served as a great showcase of the Kamen Rider franchise to new fans.
Okay, now that we're done with the O's portion, I think that O's has a lot of really great ideas, and I think that the forms are neat, and I think that Ankh is really cool. I don't really like O's that much. I got very close to fucking dropping it. I'm not gonna lie. That tail end. Hey, Rofo, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? That tail end really started fucking dragging me, man. I genuinely stopped watching it. I started watching a new writer show, and then I was like, fuck, I gotta go back and finish that shit, or it's gonna stress me out if I don't.
Later on in 2011, we were introduced to one of the most unique and fresh Kamen Rider seasons of all time.
I have not seen Forza yet, but god damn, this suit's incredible.
Themed around space and centered around the Kamen Rider Club of Amanogawa High School. Our main protagonist is Gintaro, an eccentric and charismatic new student who recently transferred and is determined to be everyone's friend.
Bro, and the hair. I really got to get around to Forza.
And she is
I really
just as
do.
quirky and fun on screen as Gintaro, making for an excellent cast that portray their characters with enthusiasm. This season took a lot of risks in regard to theming and style, but it resulted in a very memorable season that was consistently entertaining and really fun in general.
Oh, more video games. Let's go. On the DS. Whoa, DS beat 'em up Kamen Rider game. Oh, I guess I know what I'm gonna do after stream, huh? Holy shit, look at that roster.
2011 was the game All Kamen Rider Rider Generation for the Nintendo DS system. This was a fun arcade-style beat-em-up game that also received a sequel later.
Oh, bro, I need to play this shit. I need to play this immediately. I will track this shit down to the ends of the earth.
2012, the franchise would go in yet another new direction with Wizard, a magic and fantasy-themed Rider season with quite a bit of comedy.
A lot of you guys might have already seen Wizard and not known it. I don't know if they're gonna show the fucking clip, but the washing machine Kamen Rider clip of you can't show emotion through what do you call it, through a mask.
Charm added on top.
I hope he shows it because I can't fucking describe it, right?
And he uses rings of different elements to hinge it into Kamen Rider. This series also featured an incredibly likable secondary hero with a cool suit in the mayonnaise-obsessed Kosuke. Also
I'm
known as
sorry?
East.
Mayonnaise. If you couldn't tell, I haven't watched Forza yet. I mean, Wizard yet either.
Delivered by Shunpei.
What?
Although this series
Oh, that's pretty
didn't quite
neat.
reach the same
I would
heights
do
as
that
the
shit too.
seasons, Wizard's uniqueness created
just flex the magic tricks for funsies, or to impress, or honestly, or to like just make people go, "Oh, holy shit, that's so cool." Um boy, oh boy, boy, oh boy, did my vertical not fucking work. Boy, oh boy.
New possibilities for what could be featured in Kamen Rider.
Oh, right, yeah. More Sentai crossovers.
2012 also marked the 10th anniversary of TV Asahi's Superhero Time TV block, and to celebrate, Toei released Kamen Rider and Super Sentai Superhero Taisen, a crossover film featuring the company's two most famous franchises. This movie focuses primarily on Decade, Foze, Oz, Go-Busters, and Go-Kaiger, but the vast majority of riders and rangers throughout history are featured here. In this film,
Oh,
Captain Marvel
you didn't see that
leads
shit.
the Dai Zangyak fleet against all Kamen Riders, while Kamen Rider Decade leads Dai Shocker against all Sentais. This movie brought the stakes and intrigue of a heavyweight fight to the big screen, and a love letter to both Kamen Rider and Super Sentai.
Oh, okay, here he is, Samurai Fruit Jesus.
2013 would continue the trend of wild and fresh ideas being implemented into the Kamen Rider formula.
Listen, I did in fact say Samurai Fruit Jesus. I did in fact say that, and that's not me being fucking silly. This is Samurai Fruit Jesus.
With the much loved and very unique season, Kamen Rider Gaim. This show features dancing fruit samurai, which might sound childish on surface level, but this show actually has a surprisingly dark tone at times, with a lot of depth and weight to the story.
So essentially, instead of it's like a pseudo warring states period in the modern world, but also Kamen Rider and alternate dimension and shit. Instead of the warring states being like Japanese territories, they're dance groups. They break dance against each other.
In the universe of Gaim, reality has become almost unbearably hard and depressing for most people, so dance troupes are formed to liven up the community, and one of these troupes is called Gaim. Kota is our main protagonist who becomes Kamen Rider Gaim, and he displays a charisma and relatability that makes it very easy to root for him. This show was another treat for fans of Rider vs. Rider battles and infighting, and Gaim is generally remembered very fondly by most of the community, and it would be impossible to tell the story of Kamen Rider without Gaim.
I honestly didn't hear if he said it or not. Also, Kamen Rider Gaim was written by world famous the heart shatterer Gen Orobuchi, the Oro Butcher himself. Wrote the Samurai Fruit Jesus show with the dance battle warring states. Yeah, let that sit in for a little bit.
2013 would also deliver another fun-filled and action-packed team-up movie in Kamen Rider and Super Sentai and Space Sheriff Superhero Taisen Zeto.
Fucking every relevant Toku show that was on at the time. Holy shit.
Sequel to the Superhero Taisen movie with the new addition of the Metal Heroes franchise.
Oh, that was amazing. Oh, that was sick.
This movie features heroes from the three major Toei franchises on screen together to fight against the emerging Space Shocker in a thrilling and nostalgic celebration of Kamen Rider.
It is always Shocker. If there's an interdimensional threat, it's always Shocker. Like, no matter what. Also, this stadium gets used all the fucking time. Now that I've seen more Toku, but like specifically more Kamen Rider, dude, they reuse a lot of these sets between shows and between like different episodes and shit. I can think of like 4 different shows that have like a pivotal moment in this stadium. Kamen Rider Ryuki, big big dramatic battle here. The Decade movie, Man's is fighting a bunch of riders at the bottom of this stadium. Come on, dude. It's like the quarry in Power Rangers, where every like big fight takes place in that quarry.
And all of Toei.
Oh, more video game, dude. Oh, this is the arcade shit.
In 2013, Toei.
Oh, I lied.
A game titled Kamen Rider Bat Ride War for the PlayStation 3. This game is considered a hack and slash style game. And
wait, what?
Features every Heisei rider up until Wizard.
Is this a Muso game?
You take on large groups of enemies at a time.
Oh,
Scenarios designed to make you feel like a powerful Kamen.
It's a fucking Muso game.
Lead to several sequels over the years.
Oh, dude, I gotta. There's so many fucking games to play.
Would see the release of Kamen Rider Drive, a car and police focused season. Shinsuke is an officer that was demoted into the Special Investigation Division, where he investigates slowdown and fight against the Roid Mutes.
I have not seen Drive yet. I have not seen Drive, but I think that's actually going to be the next one I watch, because it's written by the guy that wrote Kamen Rider Double, dude. I have a reaction idea for you someday if you ever need one. Ooh, very neat. You want to throw it in there, buddy? You want to throw them in there? Hold on. What the fudge? Nande. Why is everything broken today, dude? Why is everything broken? That's okay.
He henshins into Kamen Rider Drive using Belto-san and drives around in a stylish red car. Takahito Omori, one of the producers of the show, called it a tribute to Knight Rider, a car-focused show from the 1980s.
How many of you guys have actually seen Knight Rider? Like, not just like the references to it in a bunch of different media. How many of you guys have watched Knight Rider? Listen, unironically, there are a lot of shows that were made back then that, how do I say this? They hold up pretty fucking well, even though there's like some obvious oof, sign of the times type shit.
The theme song for this season is sung by Mitsuru Matsuoka, who also played Kamen Rider Eternal in Double. Drive was a well-written and much liked season that added to the Kamen Rider legacy in a positive way and kept the fandom entertained in 2014.
Oof. Another one I haven't seen, but this time for a reason.
With the only project of note being Kamen Rider Ghost. This series used themes revolving around the afterlife as our main protagonist Takeru searches for the icons that will prevent his permanent death.
And this is why. I absolutely fucking despise that jingle. I don't like the silly little extra rap that they do. I love rap music, dude. I love hip hop in all genres. I'm really not picky about music very much at all, dude. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. Jim Varney, the original star by Hats Off channel. I've never heard of it. I'll peek at that. See if that's something that would that I'd be interested in reacting to. Thanks, Red Light.
Feature bold colors, elaborate helmet ornamentation, and hoodies, a look that I appreciate even today.
Okay, I'm gonna have a lot to say about Exaid, probably partially because I am currently watching Exaid. You see this little fucker right here? You see a little bit too much of him for my liking.
2016 saw the introduction of one of the most
Not this. This is incredible.
series of all time in Kamen
Hold
Rider
on.
Crusade. Celebrating the 45th anniversary of Kamen Rider, this is a show that takes place mostly in a hospital.
Dude, stop showing the good ones. Here we go. I want you guys to sit for a minute, and I want you to imagine every Kamen Rider that we've seen tonight, but they all have this little mini short, like little chicken nugget version, Every single one of them has one, and before they can become the cool like regular armored design, they gotta do this, and then they gotta hit their henshin, and then they become the regular one, and then if there's like another transformation on top, then they have to do a third henshin.
And focuses on a group
Oh, here it
of
is,
Kamen
perfect
Riders
example.
against the Bugsters.
Oh, I
This
lied.
cast is
It's
loaded
just the
with
weapon.
charm and personality, especially our main protagonist Imu.
Kamen Rider.
The suits have a really
That is, the jingle is amazing though. I'll give it up. The jingle's awesome.
unique anime look, and almost everything has a look that you could perhaps best describe as being part anime and part retro gaming. It might sound like a strange combination, but it works really well, and the aesthetic of X-Aid makes the show an incredibly memorable entry into the franchise.
You see how we barely saw the regular suits? I didn't even get a chance to talk about the fact that every suit has shorts. Every suit has like a pair of fucking bike shorts. No matter how many episodes I see, it still looks like shit, dude. It's so bad. I don't like that at all.
In 2016, the Kamen Rider fandom was also treated to a new Rider series for adults called Amazons, based on the classic Kamen Rider Amazon and streaming on Amazon Prime Video. This show featured a distinctively more violent style compared with the mainline series, something that this show shares with the original. In fact, there's a lot of things from this show that I just can't show you on YouTube, because if
Yeah. Piggybacking off of that, I went into Amazon's being like, yeah, Amazon's is gonna be like edgy Kamen Rider. I've never heard of them. I've heard the name Jim Varney, but I'm not like familiar with them. If that makes sense. I went into Amazon's being like, yeah, it's just gonna kind of like be an edgier take on Kamen Rider, like aimed more for like adults or like older kids. Man, there's a lot of really fucked up stuff that happens in this show. There's some sincerely graphic violence. This is like the least for kids. This is like the least for kids shit that I think Kamen Rider has done. At least to my knowledge, this is very much locked in as the, hey, if your kids are gonna be around, don't let them look at the screen, dude. You're gonna traumatize these little kids, man.
I did, Kane Janai. This show featured only 12 episodes, but would get renewed for a second season. This series brought new attention to the classic Kamen Rider Amazon series, as well as attention to the Kamen Rider franchise as a whole, due to how prevalent Amazon Prime Video is throughout the world.
I wonder how many people, hold on, before we get to the golden child, I wonder how many people like watched Amazons, went, oh, this is awesome, I guess I'll go watch the Japanese bug fighting show. I really want to know like what percentage of people that watched Amazons went on to watch at least like one other Kamen Rider property, whether it was like a movie or a show or a special or whatever. That would be really interesting information. I want to go through that data set.
2017 saw the debut of a cool new science and math theme writer in
Speaking
Kamen
of
Rider Build.
science and math,
After an item called the Pandora's Box was discovered on Mars, there was an event called the Skywall disaster that split Japan into 3 warring territories, Toto, Hokuto, and Seto, and this also created monsters called Smash. In order to deal with the fallout of this event and to defeat Smash, the Toto government enlists help from our main protagonist, Sento. Sento is unquestionably a genius who hingins into Kamen Rider Build. This series also featured
some of you guys who have seen like some of my older shorts, you might have actually seen me use this the Kamen Rider Build henshin in a short video not that long ago. This shit was like 6 months ago.
Ryuga, also known as Crossy, as a captivating secondary writer with a well-written story, as well as Ivorto, an alien that once
So remember when we were talking about cosmic horror? Here he is.
to assimilate all of humanity. Due to Build's unique world building, interesting characters, and great story, this show has remained as one of the most loved and well-remembered series in Kamen Rider history.
I'll just go ahead and say it. I'll just go ahead and say it. If you have not gotten into Kamen Rider yet and you don't want to watch Kamen Rider Double because you don't love yourself, you should just watch Kamen Rider Build. It's great. It's peak. I'll just say it. It's fucking peak. Everything that you have heard from all of us dorks on the internet is true. Kamen Rider Build is in fact peak fiction.
2018 brought us the final season of the Heisei era and the first anniversary season since Decade 10 years prior in Kamen Rider Gyo. This year's show is themed around time and time travel.
So, Kamen Rider Decade, you can definitely watch entirely independent of the other Heisei shows. It's obviously a better experience if you've seen everything before it, but you can watch it like as a standalone, right? Don't fucking do that with Gio. For the love of everything, if you take even a single thing from my silly little fucking ramblings, please do not watch Gio as your first show. For the love of everything, please don't fucking do that. You will have the most miserable, confusing time. Even if you have seen all the other shows, you're gonna have such a confusing time. That's how bad. I don't think Gio's a bad show, but that's how much it is. It's too much. It's too much for your little mortal minds. You gotta upgrade. You gotta slot in some more RAM.
Our main protagonist Sogo is destined to become Oma King Gio, a ruthless tyrant of the future. To prevent this, Gaze goes back in time to kill Gio, but a woman named Tsukuyomi has also gone back to protect Sogo. As this is an anniversary season, we're treated to a lot of throwback riders and various crossovers that longtime fans will appreciate, including grotesque versions of the riders that oppose our heroes.
Welcome in, Blood. How you doing, buddy? I definitely fell for that. I definitely fell for that download more RAM shit when I was like really young, when I probably shouldn't have free reign of a computer. I definitely tried to download more RAM and fucked up my family computer.
It was a love letter of a season written to the Kamen Rider franchise as a whole.
How was I to know? I was a fool.
The Heisei era officially came to a close. Toei released Heisei Generations Forever, a huge celebration of the entire Heisei era, meant to appeal to fans both young and old.
I'm not gonna lie, you could watch Heisei Generations Forever by itself. Another one of those where, yeah, it's definitely better if you get it, if you like have seen everything before. I actually think Heisei Generations Forever would be a fascinating first exposure to the franchise, because you're getting the emotional core out of this movie, but also dying. But also, it's like, yo, is that guy a fucking wizard? Hey, isn't that Kuga? Why does this guy have a grill on his face? Did I see him hop out of a mirror?
This movie is stuffed with fan service related to every one of the Heisei
Oh, there's the bicycle shorts. There they are.
riders, and they each get a healthy amount of time to shine. The entirety of the Heisei
Water cooler. Why the fuck are my alerts down there? I love when I try things off stream and they look and they work good, and then I get on stream and then they don't. I'm actually a really big fan of that.
era leads up to this point in a triumphant and thrilling climax, and this project marks the final Rider project before the next era.
Okay. Okay. Questionable take. Maybe questionable take. I think Kamen Rider Zero One is an absolutely fucking incredible season. This and more, like recent seasons, are available on YouTube for free, including the currently airing Kamen Rider Zets, available for free on youtube.com/tokushatsu. I think that Zero One is mostly a phenomenal show. I'm sure he'll mention it, but this season was filmed during COVID, so it's a little messy in the middle.
2019 brought with it the Reiwa era and Kamen Rider Zero One. This show follows Aruto Hidan, who is a comedian that inherits a company called Hidan Intelligence from his grandfather. Hidan Intelligence makes Humagears, which are AI-powered robots that resemble humans.
This was before AI was ruining literally everything.
Who are rogue Humagears led by Kamen Rider Horobi, and they intend to bring about the extinction of humans by hacking and corrupting other Humagears.
私は技術顧問の刃ユア、そして捜査官の
不破勇だ。
This show
My
features
goat.
Yaiba and
Again.
Yuba from the organization AIMS, also known as Kamen Riders Valkyrie and Vulcan, and their goals aren't always the same as Aruto's, or even each other's, leading to a really interesting story with explosive conflict. This show asks if AI is a good or bad thing, a question that's increasingly more relevant in today's world, and we would come to discover that there isn't necessarily a clear black and white answer to this.
If AI was somehow independent from human greed and fucking monetary incentives, sure, yeah. If AI was actually being used for its intended purposes of giving people more time to live their lives instead of making them dumb as fucking bricks and replacing regular people doing a decent job with a robot that does a bad job. So this is the Cardcaptor Sakura season of Kamen Rider. Yes, but also you could say that about a few of them.
A collection of amazingly detailed and dynamic-looking suit designs, as well as action that I consider very anime-like in general. This is a season that's a treat for the eyes. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, the production of this series was cut short toward the end, resulting in a rushed final act of Zero One and a change in tone.
Oh, that's what we're talking about? That's what we're talking about? I really don't think the ending to Zero One is the problem. I think that in the middle, the show just kind of gets really fucking tired and they just repeat the same thing constantly. It's like basically it's a competition and it's like, hey, who can win? It's like 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 5 of these competitions, and every single competition follows the same formula. So functionally you're watching the same episode like 6-7 times in a row. It is painful. Even though, like I said, I think the majority of the show is phenomenal. I think the majority of the show is fucking peak. Ah, damn, that middle section is kind of shitty though. Hey, welcome back, Yuta.
In 2020,
I have not seen Saber. I can't comment on Saber. I know there's a lot of conflicting feelings on Saber. I can't say shit. I really don't know.
after the pandemic, with Zero One's production being cut short and most people staying at home, it was decided that the next Kamen Rider season would have a warmer and more lighthearted tone. This resulted in 2020's Kamen Rider Saber, a fun
Ads done.
take on the Kamen Rider formula that features.
Speaking of ads, Twitch, you're supposed to notify me like a minute or like 5 minutes before my ads start. Man, I really thought I fixed everything. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. My bottom text box does work. Hold on. You know what? We're taking a break to troubleshoot right now. Hey, anybody over in YouTube chat, could you like throw some gibberish in there? Because apparently this shit is working and it's not broken on Stream Element side. So something to do in the middle.
There's a more lighthearted tone and even an outro dance number, which was a first of the franchise. Our main protagonist is a
Oh, we got a Kiryuger outro.
stylish writers since Shotaro Hidari of Kamen Rider Double. 2020 was a year where the fans needed some lighthearted fun in their life, and Saber delivered on that.
Hmm. Memory of Heroes.
We were also treated to a brand new Kamen Rider.
Oh, this is the shit that we saw at the beginning. Also, apparently for notifications, but not for chat. I don't know. Maybe it's the difference between vertical and horizontal, but also my vertical was being stupid before, anyways.
Game for PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch called Kamen Rider Memory of Heroes. This game features 01 teaming up with Double and O's in an original new Kamen Rider adventure that allowed fans to henshin, fight bosses.
Random lineup, but I'm not mad at it.
These riders possess. Players could acquire new abilities from the enemies they defeat, as well as upgrade their stats. Despite the pandemic, Kamen Rider was alive and well in 2020.
Oh, shut up. Hold on. Hold your tiny baby horses. I gotta see that shit again. Bro, I gotta play this game. I didn't stop it at the appropriate time. I gotta play this game. You can do all the different combinations for double. I gotta play this fucking game. I gotta play this game right now.
Well in 2020. Going into early 2021, we got Saber and Zenkaiger Superhero Senki, a crossover movie project between Saber and Zenkaiger to celebrate Kamen Rider's 50th anniversary and Super Sentai's 45th anniversary. The catchphrase for this movie is straightforward heroes half of the century.
It feels so weird seeing Ghost. It's so weird. Like, look at the bro, and then 01 just kind of hanging out behind him. This lineup looks so funny to me. Agito's completely covered up. 01 just kind of hanging out behind Ichigo. Kuga still getting. Oh my god, Ryuki, you can barely see him. What did you do to my boy? Who's back there? This lineup is so funny to me, dude. G.O. all the way back there behind Drive. Objectively the strongest Kamen Rider. Hanging out behind Drive. Hibiki, you could barely see him too. Is that Shin? Oh my god, dude. And then Black is next to him. This shot has me fucked up.
During the events of the movie, riders end up in the Zenkai world.
Whoa, hold on. Is that the fucking Zord? I gotta watch more Sentai, dude.
Kaijers, other than Jiran, end up in the Saber world and eventually they team up together as you would expect. This movie served as an excellent anniversary celebration for fans of both franchises.
He's hitting the Showa finisher. Okay. Do I think that Revice is ass like a lot of people? No, I don't think it's ass, but I did drop it.
Also in 2021, we got Kamen Rider Revice, serving as the 50th anniversary project of the franchise.
This is the 50th anniversary project. Are you fucking me here, dude? Red Light, thanks for the sub, buddy.
Revice is a story about Ikki and his inner demon, Vice, who are tandem riders that become Kamen Rider Revice. Ikki's family runs a bathhouse together, and his siblings also become riders as they use V-stamps to him.
Okay. Oh, damn it. We'll get another shot of her. One of my favorite suit designs, period. Kamen Rider Jean looks amazing.
Revice brought a new style and vibe into the franchise.
Oh, you know what? This reminds me. Remember when we were talking about how I figured out that I don't like having a shit ton of writers? This show has frankly a fucking unsure, like an unbelievable amount of writers. I think no lie, I think I saw like 8 writers on the screen at the same fucking time. This was in the crossover movie with Geats, I believe. I could be wrong because it's been a while since I dropped Revise. So I could be wrong, but this is simply too many. It's simply too much. If you're unsure if someone is fucking you, it may be a size issue. You just can't tell them that. You'll shatter their hearts forever. They'll never stop thinking about it.
As well as some unique color
Is it in yet? I've been in for 45 minutes.
choices for the writers, and the unique aspects of the show make it memorable within the history of Kamen Rider.
This was my first. Geats took my Toku virginity.
2022 brought with it an absolute banger of a Kamen Rider season in Kamen Rider Geats. This series focuses on a battle royale with supporters and organizers from the future called the Desire Grand Prix. The winner of this battle royale will have their deepest desire granted to them, so the stakes are really high and the conflict is really interesting. Our main protagonist is Ace Yukio, who is the definition of being cool. We also have the famous social media star Neon, also known as Nago, who has a really great story arc and she's very easy to root for. And then we have Keiwa, a happy-go-lucky
For a split
character
second,
that
I was
goes
like,
through an
oh shit.
intense story arc that turns him into a vengeful force of nature. This
Unironically, my favorite character in Geats. Even before the Edgelord power up, when Keiwa was on screen, I was like, oh, this guy, why isn't he the protagonist? He's so much better. And then you find out later that the reason why Ace is like just straight up cool guy, like badass, and Keiwa isn't. Keiwa's like this cinema roll who quite literally his wish is for world peace. And I'm like, wow, what a soft cinema roll. And then he goes down the dark path. And then I watch more Kamen Rider shows and it's like, oh, that's why I wanted him to be the main character, because that's the fucking archetype. That's the archetype for the main characters. It's built for me to love him. This sounds like the premise of Mobile G Gundam. Oh god, I love Gundam so much. Correction, I love G Gundam so much.
into the Kamen Rider franchise featured a great story, a great cast, and superb action scenes. Geats was so successful that it even received a Blu-ray release in America.
I actually didn't know that part.
2022 also gave us the reimagining of the legendary Kamen Rider Black story with Black Sun on Prime Video.
Yeah, I was looking into that like off to the side. Everything is set up fine and it was working normal when I was testing it on Stream Elements before. So I really don't know.
A much more violent and politically charged take on the classic series that took its own liberties with the source material. This series celebrates the 35th anniversary of Kamen Rider Black, serving as an example of just how iconic and legendary that series was. And did I mention it's really bloody? There's a lot from this show that I can't even show you on YouTube.
Woo! You remember when I said that my GOAT was the best? He even gets a fucking anime and a manga.
2022 also gave us the direct anime sequel to Kamen Rider Double in Futopia.
Bro, the crazy thing is, like, for the scuff is, bro, I unironically I fixed it. Unironically I fixed it, and then it's like, well, I was, but now you can eat my nuts. You can eat my honey roasted nuts, purchased from Publix.
This series follows Shotaro and Philip as they solve crimes and do Kamen Rider things in a post-museum world. Double is extremely popular, and the success of Futopiai raises hopes that maybe someday the fandom will be treated to anime adaptations of more
Maybe someday we'll get a new season that doesn't cut out a bunch of the shit from the manga. It's still great though.
Kamen Rider series. And this show is even getting a film release this coming November.
The film is Peak, by the way.
In 2022, we also got the O's 10th anniversary movie, the 10th Core Medal of Fate, in which Eiji's story would come to an end, and many fans were quite unhappy about how it ended.
Listen, I'm not gonna get too many opportunities to talk about this. It's not that I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna spoil it, just like on the off chance that somebody in this stream is like, yeah, oh, I love O's, or like, oh, I'm watching O's right now, like some absolutely asinine stuff. Man, I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit, because it's the same as a lot of shows that people don't like. Hey, how come everything, like, I'm actually not gonna say it because I literally just said I wasn't gonna spoil shit.
I've had people tell me in the comments that in Japan people were crying in the theaters. Regardless of how you feel, this was a historically significant Kamen Rider project.
Okay, here we come. More contentious takes. I think that Gotchard is fine. It's like very much aimed for children. There's not a lot there for you if you are not a child or fine with watching exclusively child aimed media.
2023 brought us Kamen Rider Gotchard, a lighthearted and fun rider season focusing on Hotaro Ichinose, also known as Kamen Rider Gotchard. This series brought with it a new alchemy theme and a return to cards being used by the riders, in addition to fun
Hey, Jonah, welcome in, buddy.
creatures called Kimis. This story explores the lives of Hotaro and his friend Rin Kudo as they seek to capture the Kimis. After some more serious projects,
this show has cards too, except for now the cards have Digimon in them.
Gotchard was a season that had a few shortcomings in terms of story beats and character development, but historically the franchise tends to ebb and flow between
Damn, we see the fit.
and darker seasons with more mature stories. Gotchard leans more towards being a kid-friendly season, like I just described, but this isn't necessarily a bad thing, and some fans might even view it as a positive.
See, I agree. Oh, hold on. This is Shin. What was I gonna say? I forgot.
2023 also gave us the incredibly stylish love letter to the original Kamen Rider series in the form of Shin Kamen Rider, another reimagining
I upped the volume
to
a little
celebrate
bit.
the franchise's 50th anniversary. This movie set out to take
I've been tweaking the volume since I did like that last highlight, and it was like a little quieter than I like. So I was like, I've been like fudging with it.
everything that made the original series great, and
Bro, yeah, I'm gonna keep pausing this, I guess. Bro, I think I having a stroke, except not really. I do think I do high key think I just need to stream more. Just like in general, A, because it's fun, and B, I feel like I just figure shit out better. Like either while I'm streaming or it's like, hey, I just streamed. I know exactly what I want to do to fix X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean?
dial it up to 11. The look, tone, style, and music are all faithfully recreated here, with a new layer of flair and high production values that only time and a large budget can provide. This movie tells a story that's a combination of several story beats from throughout the original series, and these elements are all stitched together in a really
Hey,
entertaining
Blaze
way.
Hopper, welcome
It's
in, buddy.
obvious that the people involved in making this movie had a ton of love for the franchise, and they put their hearts into making it.
I can't believe that I'm blanking so fucking hard on their name. It's driving me crazy, unironically. It's driving me fucking crazy. This is made by Evangelion Man. Why can't I remember his name? He's Gynax Jesus. Why can't I remember his name? These are the Quarry, the Warehouse, or the Plaza. That's because they got movie Toku money. Okay, we do get a little bit of Gab in this. I don't think he's actually going to talk about it. Gab is peak. Gab is fucking incredible. If you have any possible interest in Kamen Rider whatsoever, you should watch. Well, first of all, you should watch Double, but you should watch Gav. Gav is, in my opinion, hands down the best Reiwa Kamen Rider show. Just the period, point blank. It is fucking incredible. It's incredible, dude. It's absolutely fucking amazing. One of the only shows that I actually bought the driver for it. And I bought a bunch of the toys too. All the gimmicks, dude.
And now, in 2024, at the time of making this video, we finally have a look at the next rider coming up in Kamen Rider Gav, a snack-themed rider whose catchphrase is, "Sweets and evil, I'll eat them up." He has a unique purple, blue, and yellow.
Actually, his catchphrase is, "Give up the dark treats or I'll kick your fucking teeth in." Literally, okay. We're going into it. I thought Zetz was your favorite because Spider-Man is hilarious and I love it. Zetz, Blood, have you started watching Zetz yet? Am I gonna have to sit you down and make you watch Zetz? Sincerely, it's got a really great start. I don't know if anybody will ever beat Double as my favorite. It's too peak. Literally, kind of, yeah, like the dark chips. Literally. So hold on. Is he gonna talk about it? I'm gonna let AcrimonyToku talk and then I'll yap.
Color scheme, along with some other cool looking forms. And if history is any indicator, this will be another big year for Kamen Rider.
Oh, this was beforehand. Okay, so the basic bare bones explanation is there are these things called granutes that are rock-eating monsters from another dimension. And the number one snack company, basically Hershey, is like, sure, but what if we made, instead of rock snacks, what if we made crack cocaine? But we sell it to people as a treat. And then they get addicted to it, and then once they're addicted, we force them to work for us so that we can make more dark treats, because the way that they make dark treats and make them so good and so addictive is because they go to the human world and kidnap humans and they turn them into spices. And Gav, of course, is one of those people, the Hershey's family, let's call them. Except, oh man, I could talk about this forever. Basically, you eat snack pop out of mouth that is on stomach. You put snack in mouth and you transform. And before you beat the guy to death, you say, "Hey, give up the drugs or I'll fucking kill you." And nobody ever gives them up, so they die. Of course I haven't watched Zets. I need somebody else to watch things with and discuss while I watch. Bro, we might be watching Zets soon. Listen, Zets just started. I give a lot of leeway to rider shows in the beginning. Maybe a little bit too much. I think that Zets is a pretty good start so far. A little bit too much. flash over substance, but I think they're getting it together. I think they're finding a good balance at the end of the first arc. It went on like a little longer than usual. I think it's usually like 12 episodes or so for the first arc to like establish the world and the characters and everything. It took them a minute to get there, but the majority of the beginning I think has been good so far. Hey, Heart Nova, Zets. Of course, typically 12 to 14 seasons. Yeah, yeah, but
For over 50 years,
oh yeah, but Kamen Rider, I think they very rarely take breaks between cores. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. Did I say seasons or episodes? I meant episodes. Except for maybe I'm wrong because Zets doesn't come back until January 4th. Oh, speaking of using my eyes, I moved my shit up. And it's duplicated / not using its fucking appropriate icon. This is what you get over at the Fail to Mimic show. You get a lot of stuff. You agree? Of course you do, because we're correct. So because I'm not done streaming yet, and I only kind of planned something out for today. We are gonna, drum roll please. 5-minute ad break warning. Okay. Wait, why the fuck? Why aren't I getting these notifications? Twitch, you down dirty dog, you. But yeah, we're gonna watch more Acrimony of Toku, depending on life. Because I'm probably looking in the wrong place. Very possible. Very possible. I'm in my stream manager, but I thought that it was going to be enough. What was I gonna talk about? What was I talking about? Right. We are gonna still watch some more AcrimonyToku. They have a history of Super Sentai video. And depending on how we're feeling, we'll also watch the Ultraman video. But because we have an ad coming up soon. What's up, Mr. Taco? How you doing, buddy? Welcome in. But because we're gonna have an ad popping up soon, oh no, you guys can see who I follow because who the fuck cares? Oh no, not report of the week. I swear if you're quitting, I'm quitting life. What are we gonna do? I was gonna look something up in the meantime. Fudge. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Here's what we're gonna look at. So for anyone who is at all interested, muting this shit just in case I get turbo like shot out of nowhere. Look at the boardroom for a second on it. Chat, you just gotta go here. You just gotta go here. Hold on, Zets is airing. They got him in episodes. Wow, look at that. 01's on here. Geets is here. Original Kamen Rider is here. Kamen Rider Kuga is here. Ryuki is here. And then you get some other stuff too. It has never been easier. It's never been easier. I'm pushing the Digimon agenda, but right now we're also pushing the Kamen Rider agenda, motherfucker. This means something to me, man. Hold on. In the meantime, uno momento, por favor. I don't know what to do in between ads yet. We've only had ads for so long, you know? Let's not blow my ears out, huh? Water cooler. Thank you, Taco. Get up and stretch is a good idea. Oh my god, you're telling me that I can love myself? Hold on a second. Wait, hold on. My eyes. You know, I meant to disable them popping up, like the redeems popping up on the screen, but I also think that it's fine. But I also think that it's fine. What in the goddamn? Blood, why do you have a better notification than I do? Also, my shit is potentially wrong. That's okay. Oh, it's right here. Oh, I figured it out. Holy shit, I figured it out. Or kind of. I kind of figured it out. Hey, thanks for the sub. Ooh, I'm not gonna say that out loud. Bro, I would love a taco right now. I'm starving. All I've had today are like plain Cheerios for some fucking reason. That's so weird. Why does my shit only say I have a question. I have a question for my illustrious moderator. What does your ad say? Because my shit says 5 minutes and 20 seconds. And also, it doesn't look anywhere near as nice as yours. But also, I think you're on mobile. Nope, I lied. Yeah, mine says pre-rolls off because I don't want people having to watch pre-rolls to hang out, man. Because also, like, here's how I think about it, right? If I am going to be watching someone that I don't normally watch, or someone that you run ads to turn off pre-roll, yeah. Oh, you know what? I think it actually just hit. I think it actually just hit, because now it's telling me that pre-rolls won't run, or ads won't roll again for another half an hour. Yeah, but I don't like watching people that it's like, hey, I just hopped in, I don't know your content, or I'm not like super familiar with your stuff, so I want to check you out. If I get hit with a pre-roll ad, there's a very good chance I'm clicking off, man. There's a very solid chance that I'm clicking off. It sounds shitty, but it really is a situation of I don't even know if this is gonna be worth my time, and now I have to sit through like a minute and a half of ads. I don't know. It's just kind of like a personal preference. Plus, like, I would love if people like popped in and was like, hey, what's this purple lady doing? And if they're like, oh, the purple lady is a man, and they want to leave, see you later. See ya. Although if I did make them watch a pre-roll ad, I'd get more out of them going, ew, gross. That's okay. I think it's really funny. That, like, I got way more questions about, hey, why do you have a female avatar, like a female presenting avatar? Because I wanna, and because I'm a mimic, and because it's fun. I get way less of those questions now. It's weird. It's weird because, like, I've kind of, all right, we're gonna do a little bit of inside baseball, even though it looks like the ads just wrapped up. We're gonna do a little bit of inside baseball. I haven't been focusing like nearly as much on my on like my YouTube shorts and stuff like that, just because I've been having so much more fun like streaming and planning streams, and also the world is a vampire right now, so it's much easier and a lot like chiller on my anxiety and like my overall stress levels if I just kind of put it to the side for now. I made like a lore related short earlier today, like for funsies. It's not doing particularly hot, but that's because YouTube only really likes my Digimon stuff, which is fine. It's honestly fine. I'm really not that pressed. But it's just one of those interesting things, you know, stuff that I never really considered, like as a viewer or somebody, like even when I was like following somebody to a parasocial level, you know. I don't know. Sometimes they're just kind of like yapping about different shit. But ads are over. So we're gonna watch some fucking Super Sentai.
Sentai has established its reputation as one of the largest, most creative, and successful superhero franchises in the world.
Okay, hold on. Compare it to the Kamen Rider lineup. They got the same. Who is this? They got the same issues. Everybody's getting like cut off. You only get to see a little bit of his helmet.
Throughout multiple eras, Super Sentai has evolved with many different styles, themes, and stories, and today I'm going to be featuring every single one of these historic milestones.
99% of my referential knowledge, this will be much different than the Kamen Rider one, because I know infinitely less about Super Sentai. So a lot of this is going to be like very new for me too.
Every season of Super Sentai, as well as all of the important films, crossovers, and even
oh, it's my
Western
boy
adaptations.
Decade.
So sit back and relax. This is the complete history of Super Sentai.
So many suits. Holy shit, man. There's so many.
In 1975, Super Sentai would debut, although the series wouldn't be known by that name just yet. Kicking off the series was Himitsu Sentai Goranger, translated as Secret
Bro,
Squad
they did green so
by
dirty.
Shotaro Ishinomori, who also created Kamen Rider, and inspired by the legendary 1972 anime Kagaku Ninja Tai Gatchaman. This debut series ran for a massive 84 episodes from 19...
Didn't Gatchaman and Marvel have, or Capcom have a crossover fighting game on the Wii? I remember something like that. No, it's Tatsunoko versus Capcom, which I think maybe Gatchaman is a part of.
1975 to 1977. In Goranger, a planetary defense organization known as Eagle, or the Earth Guard,
they gave Green the boomerang.
Black Cross Army. After the Black Cross Army destroys many Eagle bases throughout Japan, only 5 members of Eagle remain, and they join together to become Goranger.
Bro, what are these jumps?
In their battle against the Black Cross Army, the Gorangers would utilize a variety of different weapons and tools to give themselves the upper hand in battle, and they removed their helmets' visors to produce their individual weapons. They also had motorcycles and an aircraft named Varibloon, a precursor to the mecha that would be featured in later seasons. With a light...
Dude, there is so much going on here. For Sentai's very first show, there's so much going on here.
Likeable cast, colorful suits, and cool pieces of equipment, Goranger set the standard.
There's the jumps we're used to.
One of the most legendary superhero franchises in the entire world. 1977 introduced the world to Jaka, Dengeki Tai, a sequel to Goranger that was also created by Shotaro.
Wait, it's a
Ishinomori,
straight
featuring
sequel?
a playing card motif represented by the J, A, K, and Q on their respective helmets, which of course stands for Jack, Ace, King, and Queen. The series would begin with only 4 members present on the team as they take on criminal organization crime before being led by Big One. The first...
My question is this a sequel? Like, again, my referential knowledge is going to be mostly Power Rangers. Is this kind of like when you went from Mighty Morphin to the Ninja Rangers? I don't remember like what they're properly called. Not Ninja Storm, but the one that directly followed Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, where it was all the same cast, just they had different powers for a little bit, and then they got their regular powers, and they started using different Sentai footage.
Ever White Ranger later in the series. Due to a lack of popularity, Jaka was canceled early, and the episode
Wow.
count finished at only 35 episodes.
Holy
making it the
shit,
first season
really?
of any official Sentai. Despite the early cancellation of the series, Jaka introduced many tropes and signature aspects of Super Sentai that would go on to be what this iconic franchise would be known for. This was the first series within the franchise to feature transformation devices for the Rangers to Henshin. This was the first series to feature a White Ranger, as I said.
How the fuck are you expected to be able to see through this?
This was the first series to feature a skirt for a female ranger. This is one of only 4 teams to not have the word Sentai in their name, and the first Sentai to air in the Philippines, with the name Lucky Aces.
Wait, the Philippines got Sentai this early? Wow, dude, holy shit, that's crazy. They were on peak.
1979 was the year of Battle Fever J, a
I'm
team
sorry.
of international heroes
Hold on.
representing various countries, and the
Hold on,
first
you
season to be
you gotta
able to
stop
create
popping in and out. Where is she? What the? Whoa! What is that move? Bro, Jordan never did that move.
After Toei worked with Marvel
Hold on.
Comics,
Bro, I can't get a good shot of her. They have the Rider-Man equivalent. She's just a lady with like, I can't see her, dude. It looks like she's just a lady with goggles.
on the Spider-Man Toku series, Battle Fever J would also be
There, fuck. Hold on. Oh, it's so hard.
produced by Marvel,
It's impossible, dude. They don't want me to see her.
and even
Fuck. It has to be frame perfect.
characters from Marvel, such as Miss America.
There she is. God damn it. I really just had to wait 2 seconds. And also, I guess she has a regular helmet on. She just got all her hair
Ranger on
sticking
this
out.
team is named after various countries throughout the world, and Battle Fever J would help to solidify the Super.
She doesn't have pants on, dude. She doesn't have pants on. She is not safe in this battle.
Forward with Battle Fever Robo, their giant mecha, and the first giant robo.
I'm not going to comment on the cheeks. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to comment on the cheeks. Oh my god, dude, I can't handle this. Battle Fever J, dead ass I might watch this later. Oh, hey, hi, you eat too much bacon. I don't know, man. Early Sentai's got some crazy masks.
In Sentai history. Although Battle Fever J wasn't referred to as Super
God damn
Sentai
it.
while on the air, it would later be recognized as the first season of Sentai, and then
Oh, he's got
later
the
on as
Japanese
the
flag
third
on his
season of Sentai.
shit.
The origins of the Super Sentai name were pretty messy. Battle Fever J.
Okay. Yo, I love Battle Fever J. Listen, I'm not gonna. Is it? No, you can't call it that anymore. I was trying to figure out like, hey, what's the appropriate way to say that I absolutely love Japanese men and women and Korean men and women, and I don't know what to call it except for Y fever, but I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to say that one anymore. Yes, the communist rider.
First Sentai series to
We watched the entire history of Kamen Rider video, and I didn't yell Rider Kick one time. What a fake fucking fan I am.
feature a Black Ranger and Orange Ranger. This was
She killed that gut. I'm pausing. Listen, this is the most I think I've paused in the entire stream. I might actually have to watch Battle Fever J, dude.
also the first series that featured mouths sculpted onto the heroes' helmets.
I don't love the lips. I never have, dude.
After a successful third entry into the series, Super Sentai would return again in 1980 with Denshi Sentai Denjiman. This series featured a team of heroes that descended from the people of
Denjiman.
Denji Star as they battled against the
Oh, Ryu doesn't like the lips either. I like him
Featured within the
flat.
Vader clan was Queen Hedrian, played by one of the most iconic Toku actresses of all time in Machiko Soga, who we'll definitely be talking about more throughout this video.
Some kind of
Denjiman was the
boo.
first Sentai to have a transforming robo named Daidinjin, something that would go on to become one of Sentai's most well-known characteristics. This series was also the first series where the monster of the week would grow into a giant to fight the Megazords.
This is where the Megazords came from. This was the first
The series
one.
was also the first season to feature an actual visor on the helmets, while seasons prior to this one used the same material for the visors as the rest of the helmet. This was the first time that a Sentai had a device which gave them the ability to henshin anywhere, as before this they could only do it at specific locations.
Bro, Sega Sanshiro is in so much.
After the success of Denjiman, Toei prototyped various
Dude, is it? Oh, hey, Sun Vulcan. I actually know this one. Is it allowed to react to Sega Sanshiro on stream? I'm sure on Twitch it's fine. Is it okay to do that on YouTube, or will I be shot and killed?
ideas for continuing on with the Denjiman story. After much internal discussion, Toei decided to produce a direct sequel to Denjiman in 1981, with the release of Taiyo Sentai Sun Vulcan, featuring the return of Machiko Soga's Queen Hedrian character alongside Hell Saturn, who is a pretty
that's how they're
obvious Darth
connected.
Vader ripoff.
ブラックマンゴの戦力は100倍
Confused shrug.
This was the final Sentai series to have a Marvel copyright attached to it.
Okay. Sidebar, like a more inside baseball, because apparently I love talking that. Dude, I get it. I get why people are like, I like Twitch streaming so much better. This and that. Da 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 da. Sure, yeah, no, focusing on one stream and one stream only is very helpful. It's very chill. You get the custom emotes. Eventually I'll get like animated emotes. Get the redeems. Bro, I sincerely think that my stream would be significantly less scuff if I was only focusing on Twitch. I get it, dude. It is much harder to pay attention to all these things because my vertical was fucked for a minute. And I didn't even realize because I was paying attention to Twitch and also chat and also YouTube that I forgot I had an entire third source.
But Marvel would not be directly involved with this production. This was the only official Sentai series
But maybe I'm just complaining because I haven't seen you guys in a while and I need things to complain about. I need things to yap about.
with only 3 members, and they represented land, air, and sea respectively. This was the first season to have a combined
Is yellow
duo,
air?
and this was the only Sentai season with no female rangers.
It's also a
Stan
super
Lee
small
was a
cast.
self-identified Sun Vulcan fan, and he wanted to adapt it into an American show, but the source material was considered too childish and silly by his peers, which made it very
Bro,
difficult
are
to
we
get off the
serious
ground.
here? Welcome in, Texter. How you doing, buddy? I'm pausing for a quick water break. Without a water cooler redeem, who would have thought? Oh my goodness.
1982 featured a new Sentai representing various ancient
Bro, the
civilizations,
Ginyu Force
Sentai
poses.
Goggle 5,
Damn.
translated as Great Sentai Goggle 5. In Goggle 5, our
How you
heroes
doing,
take on
Texter?
the dark
Welcome in,
side of
buddy.
Empire Death Dark, an
How you
evil
doing? I'm good.
organization responsible for the downfall and destruction of many civilizations throughout history.
We hitting
It
that.
was originally meant to be called Go-Go 5, but that name would be used 17 years later.
Damn.
Goggle 5 was the last season where the
17
Rangers would sport
years!
cloth suits featuring scarves, reminiscent of Kamen Rider.
Oh, another one I actually know.
1983 brought us a Sentai season inspired by the game of baseball, Kagaku Sentai Dynaman, or Science Squad Dynaman.
You're good? Hell yeah. Glad to hear it, Texter. Glad to hear it, buddy.
This series was originally conceptualized as a baseball-themed Sentai that would have been named Baseball Sentai V-Leaguer, but clearly it was changed to
That's such a
Dynaman,
good
more of a
name,
science
though.
theme. This series also has another unique distinction. Due to the excessive amounts of gunpowder and the prevalence of explosions in the series, fans in Japan would give Dynaman the nickname Kayaku Sentai because Kayaku means gunpowder in Japanese.
Because Keikaku means plan.
This is the first Sentai season featuring spandex suits for the team, something that would become synonymous with Sentai and appear in all but
Bro, my
3 of the
eyes. Pink is the only one that doesn't blind you. Oh, it's
In 1984,
Bioman.
Japan was introduced to Chodinshi Bioman,
Damn, do I actually know more than these than I thought?
translated as Super Electron Bioman. Hundreds of years prior to the show, 5 people were showered with bioparticles, granting them power that would be lost.
Bioparticles.
The power would be lost until the android Peebo brings together 5 descendants to fight against Dr. Man.
Alpha
and
5
become
head
Bioman.
ass.
This season took a lot of risks in regards to tone and format, skewing to a slightly older audience. This was the first Sentai with 2 female
I absolutely love the Bioman suits, by the way. I'm sure we'll get like an all-in-one shot, but I just had to say that.
Rangers, and also the first season with a
Great,
female Yellow Ranger.
great
And
use of
this was the only
simplicity.
season-
Oh, here we go. Dude, such good suits. Very simple, straight spandex. Dude, this would be the easiest Halloween costume. Holy shit.
of Sentai released prior to Zyuranger that would be featured in Power Rangers, as Bioman would be used in a very, very early pilot episode. 1985 featured a team of military personnel themed around mythological creatures. Dengeki
Ooh.
Sentai Changeman. In this series, a team from the Earth Defense Force takes on the Great Star League Gulzma in an
Damn,
effort
these
to
are some
defend
good
Earth.
poses.
After
I beg your fairest pardon.
Dengeki Sentai Changeman. In this series, a team from the Earth Defense Force takes on the Great Star League Gulzma in an effort to defend the Earth.
My guy looks like the Dragon Ball Evolution adaptation of Piccolo. Ooh, whose man's is this? And then he's got the robotic body with the no arms. I need to know everything about this man. Stacked.
After the success of Bioman, Toei tried to recapture the magic, although with a focus toward appealing to both older and younger audiences. Various tropes that had been abandoned by Bioman would return with Changeman, such as the Monster of the Week format.
They basically ripped the Bioman helmets.
The original title of the series was going to be Uchi Sentai Cosmo Man and would have been themed around space. This was
Cosmo
the
Man's
first
good
season
too.
with a female White Ranger.
Hold on. Does she... I've never understood the distinction between pink rangers / white rangers like this, where their colors are predominantly one color, either predominantly white or predominantly pink. And I swear it's like every single time I see it, they are called the opposite of what they actually are. He just called her the first White Ranger when she was predominantly pink. The same thing is true in Wild Force, where the Pink Ranger is predominantly white with pink highlights, but she's the Pink Ranger.
1986 was the year of Choshinsei Flashman, or Supernova Flashman. This series featured a team of Rangers who were kidnapped by the
I also totally flubbed that shit. This is Flashman, not the fucking last one. It is to signify the female, the femoid of the group. Dude, I hate every team has to have a girl. Bro, come the fuck on. If you don't write a compelling character that just so happens to be a woman, get your fucking act together. But fail. Writing is so hard. I don't care. You get paid millions of dollars. I don't care. Oh, but actually, I only make $100,000 a year. I don't care. I don't care. Did you get paid to do it at all? I don't fucking care. I don't care. but you're unemployed. All you do is X, Y, and Z. Da, 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 da. Yeah, what of it? Hollywood's not fucking paying me to do shit, so I'm on my computer being a silly little guy. You think motherfuckers would watch me with ads if I was just I'm just a guy. I have the girl model. I have the girl model because all the guys like the girls, and I don't know how I got onto this track exactly, but I think I'm gonna abort the mission. That hurt. That was not a fun voice to make. That was not a fun voice to keep up when I completely lost where I was going with that bit.
Reconstructive experiment empire mess,
Oh, fuck.
rescued and trained on different planets by an alien race called Flash.
Yeah, like with Mao from Apothecary Diaries. I haven't even watched or read that shit, and I know she's a good character.
After returning to Earth years later, they would form Flashman and fight against Mess. But due to what is known as the anti-Flash
Oh my god, that
they
hurt.
would only be able to
That fucked
remain
me
on
up.
Earth for 1 year before they would start to take damage.
They start to take damage. They start to take fucking chip damage.
Flashman is notable for being the first season to ever add a second giant robo in Great Time.
Wait, what? This deep in?
1987 saw the release of one of the most popular
Mask
international
Man.
releases in Super Sentai history with Hikari Sentai Mask Man.
I don't think I've ever
Also known as Light
seen
Squad
these
Mask.
suits before. Damn! They be hitting that
Was originally
shit.
conceptualized as somewhat of a callback to previous series, with the original suit designs featuring helmet molds that were reminiscent of Battle Fever J. In fact, the look of X1 Mask would keep this aesthetic. Eventually, during
Oh, dude,
pre-production,
yeah.
the project
That's a
would
Battle
move in a
Fever
new
J
direction
helmet,
with a
straight up.
completely fresh theme, key power and auras.
I hate my brain. The second he said aura, all I could think was aura farming and shit. I had to pause the video to get it out. God damn, my stupid Chungus brain rotted life.
Our team would utilize internal aura power and channel this energy into a fight against Underground Empire 2. As I mentioned, this series featured X1 Mask, who only appeared in one
X1
episode,
Mask.
but is widely considered a precursor of the official 6th Rangers that would come later. This is also the first season where each member of the team had their own individual mecha, something that would go on to be a signature element of the Sentai formula.
Dude, it's crazy. We're still in the Showa era. It's crazy how much stuff got established at the tail end of the Showa era. That's crazy. Oh, it's Live Man.
In 1998, Toei released the final Super Sentai show of the Showa era.
Damn, I do know
Shoujo
more of
Sentai
these than I
Live
thought.
Man, translated as Super Beast Squad Live Man. This was an animal-themed Sentai and was considered an anniversary season due to Gold Ranger and Battle Fever J not originally being recognized as Sentais. Our heroes were gifted students from Academia Island who fight against the armed brain army Volt as Live Man. Assisted by the android Colon, Live Man would
Yo, holy shit, that was amazing. Yo, wait a minute. That morph was amazing.
add 2 more Rangers to their original 3-man team, being the first season to do so. This season was also the first season to feature a female Blue Ranger, and it was the first season with a Black and Green Ranger on the same team.
Who's Mance? Our Ranger.
1989 brought us a
Turbo
vehicle-themed
Ranger.
Sentai in Kosuku Sentai Turbo Ranger or High Speed Sentai Turbo Ranger.
Wait, hold on. So there's more than one now? Now, as if this shit's not older than I am. I had no idea that there was more than one car-themed
The
Sentai.
Heisei era. This season would start with a continuation of Sentai's 10-year anniversary celebration, where in the very first episode we would see previous teams alongside Turbo Ranger.
Oh shit. Damn! You just point to the side. There they are. Look, Look, it's 10 years worth of content right over there.
It's worth noting that this was not the 10th Sentai, but at this time, Goranger and Jaka were still not officially recognized as Sentai seasons yet. In
Put some
Turbo
respect.
Ranger, a team of high schoolers are brought together by Dr. Dazai and a fairy named Silon to become Turbo Ranger and fight against the 100 Boma tribes. This season sadly had 0 roll calls.
That's bizarre. Wait, hold on. What's this one called? Wait. I got this one. Bro, it's 5-man. It's 5-man. They got the V's on their chest. It's 5-man.
In 1990,
Let's
Super
go!
Sentai introduced a team of siblings who work as teachers when they aren't fighting the Zone Empire. The Hoshikawa siblings were the first sibling team in the history of Sentai, and in pre-production, this show had the working titles of Vector Man and the hilariously bad Brother Man.
Okay, I'll give it up. Sure, Vector Man is cool. Like, Vector Man is just straight up awesome. Brother Man kind of hits. Brother Man kind of goes crazy. Oh, it's
1991 saw
Featherman.
the introduction of a
Jetman.
dynamic and exciting bird theme Sentai called Chojin.
Is Featherman the Persona parody of Sentai? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it is though.
Sentai Jetman.
Damn, these are some clean suits.
Powers
That
via
looks great.
Byronic Waves, Jetman would take on the dimensional war party Vyram, and this series was famously inspired by Kagaku Ninja Tai Gatchaman, the classic anime that inspired Sentai, featuring a squad of bird-themed heroes.
Wait, can they fly?
After
Holy
5
shit.
Men failed to achieve the success that
You're telling me these guys get to fly, but Skyrider don't?
Toei had hoped, Jetman was planned to be the final Sentai in the series, but due to Jetman's success, the Sentai franchise would obviously continue. Jetman would make a few changes from the previous seasons, and those changes, along with the unique bird theme, resonated strongly with fans.
Dude,
When
the
season began,
wireframe transformations are so good. They're so good, dude.
the team was incomplete until recruiting 2 additional members, and this was a first for the series. Additionally, before Jetman, heroes were referred to mostly by their color on the team, but this show featured the heroes being referred to mostly by their names, something quite unusual at the time. Jetman also borrowed from romantic dramas that were very popular in Japan at the time, even featuring a love triangle that turned out to be one of the most interesting aspects of the story. The series featured
I'm genuinely surprised. I don't know, man. This shit looks really cool. Wait, hold on. I feel like I've seen this robot before. Jetman also saved Super Sentai. True, it was supposed to be the final one, yeah.
the first ever third Robo in Sentai. This was also the last time that a core team member dies, where after this, they
What?
were all 6th or extra rangers. This series turned out to be extremely popular and just might have saved the Super
One of these guys literally die. Okay, Sentai, I wasn't familiar with your game.
Sentai franchise.
I didn't think you guys would have the balls for that. Oh, here it is. Oh, one that I actually have even remotely the smallest amount of information on.
2 was the year of Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger, themed around prehistoric dinosaurs and other large creatures. This series focuses on a team of ancient warriors from 170 million years ago who henshin into Zyuranger and take on the witch Bandora, played, of course, by the masterful Machiko Soga.
Okay, yeah, I get the notoriety. I get it. She's fucking everybody, dude. Nah, hold on, let me rephrase that. She's playing everybody, man.
This series is notable for featuring the very first official 6th Ranger and Dragon Ranger, a man named Burai, who is the brother of Geki or Tyreno Ranger, leading to an explosive and
they're
impactful
brothers?
story between them, filled with heart.
There's no Fujo shit in this one. It's no Fujo shit. It's just straight up brothers. Did you see the second DLC? Yes. It seems like the leaks are just straight up 100% correct. Because so far, every DLC that got leaked out has been 100% correct. I'm very excited though. I am hoping that the second DLC has a little bit more juice put into it, you know?
Stopping action and a premise that's easy to invest into. This was the first season themed around dinosaurs or prehistoric creatures. This was also the first season to focus on fantasy instead of science fiction, and this was the first season to
Interesting.
an American adaptation.
As Power Rangers, you will
Oh,
have access
are
to
we gonna
radioactive
talk?
power and will command a fleet of fighting machines called Zords.
I don't get it.
1993 saw the culmination of Toei and Saban's continuous effort to bring Super Sentai to television in the West, with Saban.
Listen, obviously it's a really big part. It's a really big part of Sentai's legacy, but I just didn't think we were gonna touch on this, man.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Power Rangers would utilize various types of footage from Zyuranger, including Henshin footage, mecha footage, and footage from the villains. However, new scenes with American actors would be added. This show would focus on a team of teenagers with attitude who were summoned by Zordon and Alpha 5 to defend the city of Angel Grove from Rita Repulsa and morph into the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
All right, let's do it.
Power Rangers became an absolute cultural phenomenon in the West and would continue to spawn semi-annual releases well into the future. Back in Japan,
Wait a minute.
1993 was looking great with an epic new season of Super Sentai in the form
Damn.
of Gosei Sentai.
I should have known. Wait, the Tiger Ranger? I was about to say I should have fucking known that they were ripping other Zords from other Sentais, man.
Dai Ranger. This season utilized some unique themes such as Chinese mythology and kung fu with some of the most hard-hitting and visually dynamic action that the series.
Am I excited for Christmas? Yeah, I'm excited. I don't really know what I'm doing for Christmas, TBH. I don't really have like a family thing going on or nothing. So I don't know, man. I'm halfway decent chance I might be seeing you guys on Christmas. I might fucking stream, who knows. I am streaming tomorrow on Christmas Eve for what that's worth.
Series had ever seen before. This show features a team of heroes assembled by Master Kaku because of their high levels of ki, so that they can battle an ancient threat known as the Gorma tribe. This show's mecha and villain footage, as well as Kiba Ranger, were used for season 2 of my.
I may or may not have fixed the YouTube. I may or may not have fixed the YouTube chat. If Blood, if you want to like throw something in there, we'll see.
Morphin Power Rangers. Kiba Ranger was a young boy named Ko, and he appeared to grow into an adult when henshining.
So not only did they rip the the White Tiger Ranger from the following Sentai, it's not working, but the tests work. The fudge. Question, Blood, are you in horizontal or vertical? Could you try one in each by chance?
Dai Ranger added a more aggressive edge to the series, and fans loved it.
Oh, here they go, the Alien
Focused on
Rangers.
Chinese themes and story elements, Toei would pivot to Japanese themes with the Ninja Sentai Kaku Ranger. Kaku Ranger featured a unique and charismatic team of ninjas as they would fight against the yokai. Although this show focuses on Japanese themes, it is partially inspired by the famous Chinese book Journey to the West, a story about a varied mix of personalities joining together to go on a journey.
Nada.
Footage from this show was used for Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers, and the working title for this show was Ninja Sentai Go Ninja.
Yeah, I'll probably just use
1995
the
Sentai
old
O-Ranger, a season themed
multi-chat
around
for
ancient
that little
civilizations.
window.
In this season, the O-Rangers would take on the Machine Empire Paranoia.
I love the Zeo Ranger suits, man. They're really good.
This show was the 20th anniversary of Go Ranger, and consequently Toei wanted to have a darker tone that would appeal to older audiences. However, some saddening real-life circumstances occurred, such as a chemical attack in a subway and an earthquake in Kobe that both unfortunately ended the lives of many people. This resulted in a tone shift during the season in response to these events. In the West, this show was adapted into Power Rangers Zeo. O-Ranger struggled in terms of television ratings, but actually broke records in regards to toy sales.
What's so weird that it only works like in some places? That's weird.
Also,
Bro, I
in
remember this
1995,
crossover.
Super Sentai began what would become a tradition with the very first installment of the Versus series of movies in O-Ranger Ole vs.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, Saban, I see you. Saban grabbed some good shit. I see you.
Kaku Ranger. This was a non-canon Sentai project in which both teams would team up together to fight a strange new yokai. This film would lay the groundwork for how Sentai team-up projects would work in the future.
Here it is. This is the Turbo I know. Oh, you know what? While we're talking about I see you, Saban. So instead of the White Tiger Ranger being a child, you just made them Tommy Oliver, which is fine. It makes great sense in the story that you wrote, right? And yet in Turbo, you made the Blue Ranger a child that turns into an adult. Obviously, there's a pretty sizable difference between the timelines, but come on, bro. Come on.
1996 saw the release of one of the funniest
Car
seasons in the history
Ranger.
of Sentai, the vehicle-themed Gekiso Sentai Car Ranger. Being a parody of Turbo Ranger, Car Ranger leaned heavily into comedy and featured some unique elements that would differentiate this season from others, one of which was a wannabe 6th Ranger named White Racer.
A
Car Ranger was
wannabe.
adapted into Power Rangers Turbo, which even got its own movie in the West. Car Ranger featured a lot of slapstick-type humor and took quite a few chances with the story, delivering a charming and lighthearted season at a time when Japan needed it.
Oh, baby.
With the release of 1997's Dingy Sentai
Oh, baby. I don't really know how much of a chance I'll get to talk about this. In space, besides SPD, probably my absolute favorite season of Power Rangers. That has not changed since I was a wee baby, dude. Holy, it's so good. It's simply too good.
Mega Ranger, the fandom would be treated to a cool new show themed around virtual reality, video games, and space, paying homage to Bioman and featuring a team of high school students as they take on Nezarigia. Mega Ranger would feature many high-tech gadgets and advanced technology that had never been seen before. This series also featured holograms on the helmets of each Ranger to denote their ability, and featured the first Silver Ranger in the franchise, as well as the incredibly cool and evil Neji Ranger.
Bro, the Psycho Rangers.
This show was adapted.
I actually thought that the Psycho Rangers were a Saban original. I guess maybe I give that man less credit now.
Into Power Rangers in Space, the final season of the Zordon era of Power Rangers. Mega Ranger was another dynamic and exciting season of the franchise, and the future of Super Sentai looked brighter than ever.
Okay, dude, Lost Galaxy also fire.
1998's Super Sentai release was Seiju Sentai Gingaman, or Star Beast Squad Gingaman, featuring a team of warriors who take on the space pirates
I think out of all of the Sentai series that I'm most interested in is watching the old ones from the old ones that Power Ranger adapted. Like, I'm definitely gonna watch Zyuranger at some point, and the same thing's gonna be true with a lot of these, like Lost Galaxy and In Space.
Alban. Gingaman used
Actually, you know what? That's not even true, because I've seen a lot of Mega Ranger. The In Space Sentai. I've seen a lot of it. Mega Ranger's kind of fire.
uses quite a few motifs and themes, many of which are callbacks to the earlier Sentai seasons, such as legendary warriors, knights, and pirates. This was the final Sentai series to air alongside a Metal Hero show, and the final season to feature the word man in the title. This was also the last Sentai series to use illustrated eye catches before and after commercials.
What? That's lazy.
Gingaman was adapted into Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, and Gingaman was the first Sentai season in which the episodes weren't referred to as episodes, but instead chapters.
Oh, Lightspeed Rescue! Damn, wait, you saw the
Sentai
flex!
themed around emergency services in QQ Sentai Go-Go 5. This show featured a team of 5 siblings as they battle against the Saima clan. Being themed around emergency services and rescues, this show featured heart-stopping action and a true sense of danger for our heroes. It was very clear from the first episode that this would be an action and drama-heavy season, but Toei would be sure to add just enough charm to keep things optimistic.
Gotta make sure you have enough toys to sell, man.
This
Hit
show
that
was
flex
adapted
again.
into Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, and Go-Go 5 was the last Sentai series to only feature 5 Rangers, with none being added later.
Dude, Time Force. You can see, you can tell when I really started fucking with Power Rangers.
And Japan was no different, leading to the release of Mirai Sentai Time Ranger. Asking fans to grasp the infinite future, this show had a time travel theme, and as such, it featured a team of time-traveling soldiers, with 4 of them being from the year 3000, as they take on Don Donero and
Editor, insert a version of Year 3000 that won't get me shot in the face by Walt Disney.
the Launders. Time Ranger went in bold new directions with the story, unafraid to explore a darker tone, and this season would go down in history as one of the most mature Sentai seasons of all time.
The greatest fucking Ranger of all time! Virgil from Devil May Cry! Except this is his Sentai version, which I'm sure he's still cool, but come on, dude! Objectively the coolest fucking Ranger besides Tommy Oliver.
This Sentai was adapted into Power Rangers Time Force in the West, and Time Ranger was the first Sentai season to feature the now iconic Super Sentai series logo at the beginning of every episode.
Oh wow.
This was also the first Sentai season to have a red 6th Ranger, as well as the first season to air alongside a Kamen Rider show, which was
The
Kuga.
very first? Wait, what? Hey, Wild Force.
In
I-
2001,
okay.
Toei released
Damn, we pausing a lot today, huh? When they slap the ground and dust comes up, still one of my favorite, like, I don't even know what to call it. I don't know if I call it a henshin pose or like whatever, man. The sequence, smacking the earth with your claws and bringing up the dust, hands down top 3. Top 2, and it might not be 2.
Hayakazu Sentai Gao Ranger, an animal-themed Sentai. This
Oh, they got
series
the
followed
Jetman
the
wings.
Warriors as they fight against Org.
Oh, look. Look, guys. It's the pink. What is that? 3 elements of pink? Look, guys. It's the Pink Ranger.
Being an animal-themed Sentai, Gao Ranger had a wild tone and style that really worked well. This show would also feature some unique elements that hadn't been seen before. Gao Ranger was the first Sentai to feature auxiliary mecha that can interact and combine with the other mecha featured on the show. This
Bro,
was the
I
first
forgot
Sentai where
forgot about the
entire
cell
team was self-contained, and
phones.
this was the first Sentai to have longer, extended roll calls for each Ranger. Gao Ranger was adapted into Power Rangers Wild Force, and this was the first Sentai season to be released on DVD.
Wait, hold on. How the hell? Wait, what? What is this, halfway through Heisei? How the hell were people rewatching these? Were they all on VHS? Kuga came out in 2001. And what was it? They said one of the more recent ones, one of the ones that we just watched, was airing alongside Kuga. I know for how the hell? How many VHS tapes were you selling, people? 3 episodes on VHS, 400 VHS tapes later, you're halfway through the show. Were people still using Betamax in the early 2000s, late 90s? Is that my age showing? Yeah, Ninja Storm!
2002
Okay, they should have kept that shit. They should have kept that. Whoa, such a small thing, but that's incredible. That shit adds so much flair. See you in a minute, blood.
We saw the release of another ninja-themed Sentai, in Ninpu Sentai Hurricaneer. This series had a focus on elemental ninjutsu powers and followed the students of a ninja academy as they fight against the group that killed many of their fellow ninja students, the evil space ninja group Jakanja. This series took what worked with Kaku Ranger, but dialed up the action and charm to deliver an incredibly well-balanced and memorable season, complete with a stellar cast and several unique new characters that would further differentiate it from other seasons. We would start with...
It seems like the Disney era of Power Rangers, like not only did they go in order, but they were like, yeah, we'll basically make it the same thing as the Sentai. We'll just make it easier for kids to watch. Because even in the American version, yeah, man, the bad guys killed all of your fucking friends. Better get strong and handle that.
3 Rangers, before adding the insect-themed duo, the Go Rangers, and the incredibly cool and entertaining Shurikinger.
I am Ninja of Ninja, Tenku Ninja, Shugenja.
Oh,
Eventually adapted
I forgot about that Ranger.
Storm, this is the first season to feature 2 red and 2 blue Rangers on the same team, and this show was originally planned to be called Dainin Sentai Ninja Man.
I sent a statue as a, I finished a statue as a gift for a friend. I sent it. The result is a very crazy Gengar. Hell yeah, that's cool, man. That's so sick.
Or Great Ninja Squad Ninja Man.
Wait, is this Dino Thunder?
Release another Dino-themed season in 2003 with Bakuryu's.
Probably my fuck. I did say that my favorite Power Ranger show was not Dino Thunder, but I actually don't think that shit's true. Oh, I don't think that's true at all. I love Dino Thunder. Probably the best opening, though. I can say that one confidently.
Sentai Aba Ranger, following a team of heroes brought together by their dino guts to fight against the
Dino
Aquilians.
Guts?
The premise of this show was very unique, having to do with a parallel Dino Earth that was created when a meteor struck Earth millions of years ago. Aba Ranger would also introduce the world to one of the coolest, most intimidating villains in the history of Sentai that would
Aba
eventually
White.
become an ally and an Aba Ranger himself, Abare Kira. Footage of this show would be used for Power Rangers Dino Thunder, and this was the first season where the only female ranger on the team is a Yellow Ranger.
I always thought that was cool. They didn't stick her with the pink. Damn, Deca Ranger though. SPD is so good.
Deca Ranger featuring...
Bro, hold on. Is the... Damn, bro, the Disney era of Power Rangers is just fucking unmatched. Banger after banger after banger, man.
A new mystery theme, along with other police elements. Deca Ranger follows a charismatic group of officers from SPD as they take on space criminals called alienizers. The word Deca is Japanese slang for detective.
Bro, the uniforms!
Deca Ranger utilized several unique mechanics to help the team solve crimes, including Jasmine's ability to use ESP via touch, as well as Sin standing on his head in order to figure things out.
Bro, they kept that in SPD.
Are overflowing with personality, and the likability and charm of the show would keep it popular for years to come. Deca Ranger is also notable for featuring several auxiliary rangers who make limited appearances while henshined. Doggy Kruger, also known as Deca Master, is a dog who serves as the mentor for Deca Ranger. Swan becomes Deca Swan, and we even see Deca Bright, who is Deca Break's superior officer.
Who the fuck is this? You were not in Power Rangers. Oh, this is a good suit. Oh, she's a lady.
This series featured the most protagonist rangers ever at the time.
What a good suit, dude. Holy shit.
Deca Ranger would be adapted into Power Rangers SPD, and Deca Ranger featured 2 separate outros, both of which are of extremely high quality and very catchy. This season is unique in the fact that there isn't really an evil organization, but rather they tend to fight alienizers who are operating in their own interest.
Damn! Show the Pink Ranger hitting that shit again. Hers is the cleanest. Easy. One more time. Damn! I did not care for Mystic Force though. I know I'm in the minority there. I know I'm in the minority there, but I did not
Toei
care
would
for
head
it.
in yet another bold new direction with the wizard-inspired Mahou Sentai Magi Ranger. This show would follow the Ozu family as they utilize their magical abilities to fight against Infertia. This season capitalized on Harry Potter mania by utilizing
I love
various
the
themes that
dance,
you would expect
dude.
from a magical Sentai, such as magic wands, known as Magi Sticks, cloaks, and the ability to cast wacky and entertaining spells.
God, the
to
cloaks
turn the
are
tide of
so
battle.
good.
Magi Ranger was a fun and
Even though I don't love Mystic Force, the capes add so much flash and flourish. It's so good. Duh.
whimsical take on the Super Sentai formula. Magi Ranger would be adapted into Power Rangers Mystic Force, and Magi Ranger is unique in having the 6th Ranger known as Magi Shine marry a core member of the team in Urara, or
Oh,
Magi
wait.
Blue. This was the
Oh,
final
shit,
season
that's
to be
awesome.
shot in standard 4:3 aspect ratio, and this was also the final season to be released on VHS.
Oh. Oh, they were still Oh, they just switched to doing both of them. They didn't wholesale switch at all. Hi, Operation Overdrive, right? I wasn't watching Power
2006
Rangers
saw
at
the
this
Super
point.
Sentai franchise enter a new era with Go-Go Sentai Bokenger, the first season to be filmed in 720p HD. This show was an anniversary season and featured a team of adventurers as they hunted for treasure and battled against the negative syndicates.
Okay, the end.
With the word Boken meaning adventure, it was clear that Toei wanted to invoke the same sense of exploration and excitement present in Western projects like Indiana Jones and Tomb Raider. Our heroes would search for powerful artifacts called Precious, and the search for these items would often lead our rangers to exotic new locations that gave the show a
Dude, I don't know what it is about them throwing their fucking hands in front of the camera and staring it down. Dude, it's so good. It's so good, actually.
Bokenger would be adapted into Power Rangers Operation Overdrive in the West. In addition to the new HD resolution, Bokenger was also notable for having the first 9-piece mecha fusion and a 10-piece
9-piece. I've seen this one. I don't know what the fuck the name is. I will say this, while I did see it, I also did not care for it.
2007 was the year of Juken Sentai Geki Ranger, an incredibly unique kung fu and animal themed
Welcome
season,
back, what?
focusing on key and various aspects of
The
Chinese
PJ
mythology. In this series, our
Cast.
heroes would utilize their powers to battle against the evil schools of martial arts.
Dude, they're doing it again. Throw it in my face.
Geki Ranger had a new tone that was completely unlike anything that preceded it, and even featured a cool new wolf-themed Violet Ranger.
Oh, hey, RJ.
This show was adapted into Power Rangers Jungle Fury in the US,
Jungle
and was released
Fury.
as a dubbed version in South Korea as Power Rangers Wild Spirits.
Oh.
This was the first Sentai to not
Oh, I
use
like
belts
that
in the
better,
Ranger suits,
actually.
and also the last season to only have 5 total Rangers.
What is this? RPM?
2008
think?
was a high-octane thrill ride with Engine Sentai Go-Onger, another car-themed Sentai with an eccentric cast.
There's a lot of car-themed
and tons of
Sentai.
hilarious comedy. This series followed a group of heroes chosen by mechanical beings called engines to become Go-Onger and fight against the Gaiark.
Okay.
In addition to
Wait a minute, that was
Go-Onger also
awesome.
featured an animal motif and incorporated themes like pollution and conservationism. Every element of the show is enhanced by a charismatic cast and a story that's consistently fun and entertaining.
Does this one also take place in the post-apocalypse? Or is that just Disney being Disney?
Go-Onger would be adapted.
Oh,
into
never mind.
Power Rangers RPM, and this is the first
Oh,
Sentai
maybe not.
season to feature 2 6th Rangers in Go on Wings, consequently making it the first season with a female 6th Ranger as well.
Okay. Okay. I can talk about this one. Power Ranger Samurai is, while it was the big revitalization of the franchise, oh, Saban has the property back. Wow, it's so, isn't it exciting? This shit sucks so bad. Power Ranger Samurai is straight dog water, dude. It's so bad.
2009 would see the release of a Super Sentai season with a brand new samurai.
It genuinely, it's so fucking bad that when I was watching Kamen Rider Decade, they have a crossover with Shinkenger. While I'm watching it, all I can do is think about Power Ranger Samurai, and I'm like, I don't even want to fucking watch this. I straight up don't want to watch this because my brain's not letting me think about it as its own property.
Theme in Samurai Sentai Shinkenger. This show follows samurai clan leader Takeru Shiba and his loyal retainers as they henshin into Shinkenger and fight against the Godoshu. Shinkenger sliced a special place for itself within the franchise due to it being so different from many of the other seasons. This show
Is that a
creatively
swordfish?
added the lighthearted Sentai formula to a classic Japanese drama, and somehow it worked perfectly. Shinkenger's entertaining formula proved to be extremely successful with fans, with the show's likable cast, well-choreographed action, and traditional Japanese style, making this one of the most popular seasons in history.
I will say this, and this isn't even to the credit of Samurai because it's a part of the Sentai footage. The origami Zords are super cool.
Shinkenger would also be featured in an exciting and memorable crossover with Kamen Rider
Look who it is. It's Decade and not Kuga.
Decade, a first for both franchises. Shinkenger was adapted into Power Rangers Samurai in the West, and the show famously featured a temporary female Red Ranger in Princess Kaoru. As time has gone on, Shinkenger has cemented itself as a truly legendary entry into the franchise.
What a shame the adaptation is dog shit. What are you, Mega Force, right? Something like that.
2010, Toei would try to follow up on Shinkenger's success with a brand new angelic Sentai, Intenso Sentai Gosei.
Oh, is that what you guys are? Angels?
Angels as they fight against the evil spirits, and incorporates a playing card theme into the formula.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Although Ghost
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys did a Decade crossover and you're like, yo, let's bite that. Let's bite that shit.
Sager never reached the same heights as Shinkenger, this show would still deliver a lot of things that made Sentai popular, including a charming cast, a lot of exciting.
The Digimon Tamer season. Dude, I gotta. Oh, you know what? This gives me a good chance to do the fucking inside baseball. I'm gonna go through my Twitch and I'm gonna have a better ad notifier because even in my ads manager, it doesn't even give me the proper countdown, and I hate that. So I'm gonna have to change that. Not only am I gonna have to change that, I am, dude, honestly. So I'm still streaming tomorrow, right? We're gonna do our regularly scheduled programming. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Are you sure? I'm in the ads manager. Not the activity feed, is it? No. Thank God for the boardroom, huh, buddy? Brother. Edit layout. That's not the layout I wanted to edit. No! Oh, brother, I'm fucking things up. This is very me coded. This is quite me coded. Alerts. Oh, you know what? I am figuring a few things out. kind of. And we're back.
Action and a sense of wonder.
These are really nice suits. I'll give it up.
Into Power Rangers Megaforce and
Boom!
Ghost Ranger is also unique in the fact that the Red Ranger Alata is not officially recognized as the leader. In fact, there isn't an official leader of this team. This was also the first season where all of the Rangers on the team used cards to Henshin, as opposed to just one of the Rangers, as was the case with Magi Shine of Magi Ranger. Although Ghost Ranger isn't remembered as well as Shinkenger or some other seasons in the franchise, there was a lot of quality in this series, and it did a good job continuing the legacy of Super Sentai. In 2011, the world wasn't ready for the phenomenon known as Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger, a pirate-themed anniversary season and one of the most popular Sentai seasons of all time.
Realistically, when I decide that I'm just gonna throw myself into Sentai, it's gonna be Gokaiger. This is the fucking, what word am I looking for? This is like the Kamen Rider Kuga. This is the big dick. Hey man, nobody was ready for this to change the world.
This season follows a group of charismatic space pirates as they take on the evil space empire Zongyak. This season celebrates the rich history of Sentai and incorporates many elements, characters, and suit designs from previous seasons. In fact, the Gokaigers themselves had the ability to henshin into all of the previous Rangers from the series by utilizing—
I meant to say Decade.
Gokaiger was led by Captain Marvelous, an eccentric anti-hero with no fear and tons of style and flair. This team is extremely endearing, despite them not always acting like heroes. These Rangers take what they want by force, but defend what they believe in fiercely, and always make a show of things. This season was
This is the aura farming season.
And more crossover and team-up projects than any other season in history, and it would be adapted into Power Rangers Super Megaforce in the West. This was also the first Sentai season to be released on Blu-ray.
Sincerely, if this was not on Blu-ray, I would have sincerely been shocked.
2001 also saw the release of the biggest Sentai film of all time in—
Okay, so even as someone who has not been a Power Rangers fan in a very long time, even I know how bad Megaforce fucked this up. We'll probably watch a video about it. It would take so long, dude. Is as if Samurai becoming a sequel and becoming Megaforce wasn't silly enough. Then they also just kind of throw this shit in, and there's absolutely no relevant returning actors. I don't even know why I'm mad. I wasn't even there. I wasn't even there to give a shit.
199 Hero Great Battle, an explosive and highly entertaining celebration of Super Sentai. This film features 199 heroes from the history of Super Sentai, and it feels like a climax to the entire franchise. This movie, of course, features a ton of Rangers in costume, but we also see a few unhenshined that we haven't seen in a long time. It's excellent fan—
Yeah, that's what we should have had, but instead we got like the Green Samurai Ranger. Get the fuck out of my face.
service, and longtime fans of the franchise will definitely enjoy it. It's something that set this huge movie apart from all the other ones. At this point, it's considered an absolute classic.
Oh, we're covering one of the movies. Versus Gavon. Gavon, you mean the thing that's replacing Super Sentai?
With another huge crossover movie in Gokaiger vs. Gavin. This movie was the company's attempt at introducing Space Sheriff Gavin from the retired Metal Hero series to a new generation, and by teaming up with Gokaiger, they would do just that. This movie sees Gavin.
My boy just hit that shit at the end by himself.
But eventually he himself becomes captured by a group of villains, and the Gokaigers have to rescue him. This movie heavily leans into the popularity of Gokaiger, and there is a staggering amount of fan service here. Legendary Toku actor Kinji Oba reprised his role as Gavin, and we even have appearances from his other famous roles as Battle Kinya and Dingy Blue. And if that wasn't enough, we were even treated to an appearance from the next Sentai series.
Dude, I have such conflicting feelings on when Toku shows just kind of throw in the next set, you know? Like, the first one that comes to mind is because I literally just watched it like a day and a half ago. In the new Kamen, not the new one, because that one's not subbed yet. In Kamen Rider Gav Attack from the, what is it? Invasion from the House of Snacks. There's a point, because this came out before Zets was like actually out, but it didn't get a physical release and a subtitle track until recently. Why somebody goes to sleep and then they get attacked in their sleep. Wow, look, it's Kamen Rider Zets. Whoa, look at him doing the Zets stuff. All right, it's over. It's over now. And then, not to mention, when Kamen Rider Gav ended, hey, there's Kamen Rider Zets. Oh, wow, he's here. Okay, he's gone.
2012's official Sentai series was Tokume Sentai Go Busters, a slick new Sentai themed around technology and spies.
Their bikes get to be robots. And a robot gets to be a ranger.
This series introduced a lot of new concepts, like the Rangers having machine partners and the numerous references to the Western Power Rangers franchise, due to this being the 20th anniversary of Zyuranger, the show that was adapted into the first season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
That's pretty neat.
In this series, our heroes would battle against Vaglas. The style of this show was fresh and exciting, and continued the streak of excellent seasons in recent years.
Blue Buster.
Go Busters was originally skipped over for a Power Rangers adaptation, but after Hasbro bought the Power Rangers brand, Go Busters would be adapted into Power Rangers Beast Morphers and debut in 2019. This was the first season where the suits are made of leather, and the first season where the team's name is plural. And Go Busters even featured Hiroya Matsumoto as Masato Jin, or Beatbuster, returning to the franchise years after playing Tsubasa Ozu or Magi Yellow in Magi Ranger.
Is it another Gokaiger movie? Oh shit!
Also released in 2012 was a
I haven't seen this
film
one.
project to commemorate the 10th anniversary of
Holy
TV
shit.
Asahi Superhero Time, Superhero Taisen, which would focus mostly on Gokaiger, the Go Busters, Kamen Rider Decade, Folze, and Oz. This movie focuses on Captain Marvelous as he seeks to gain the ultimate power in the universe while commanding the Daizangyak fleet. At the same time, Kamen Rider Decade leads Dai Shocker on a campaign to destroy all Sentais. This movie featured a ton of fan service for fans of both Super Sentai and Kamen Rider, and Marvelous vs. Decade would be an absolute treat for fans.
Oh, you know what? He did talk about this one in the last video, just not in as much depth, I don't think.
In 2012, we also got a hilarious new Sentai spin-off in Hikonin Sentai Akiba
Spin-off?
a parody of the franchise. Being aimed at older fans of the series, Akiba Ranger was crude, creative, and unapologetically unique.
Oh, I
show
love
would
that.
feature many elements and characters from
Was
the
that the-
series, albeit with a
Were those the fucking Jew Rangers? Or were they the Power Rangers?
different tone than what fans were used to. This show is very meta in the way that it focuses on the team's delusions, and it makes it so you oftentimes don't know what's real and what's a delusion. This is the first Sentai where both the Yellow and Blue Rangers are female, it is the shortest Sentai, and it's the first one meant for mature audiences. This show also got a second season, a first for the franchise.
Bro, I would watch this. Oh, it's Q Ranger. Or Kyoryuger.
2013
Let's
marked the
go!
franchise's third Dino-themed season, with Juden
One that
Sentai
I've actually
Kyoryuger,
seen
the first season
part
to be
of.
broadcast in 1080p full HD. Kyoryuger wowed fans with its energetic presentation and large cast of likable characters. And speaking of the large cast, there are 11 protagonist rangers in this series. the most ever.
Jesus. How the hell do you keep up with that many
The title of the show
characters
is
and give them
actually
enough
reference to Zyuranger
time?
because they
Oh
basically
wait,
have
you
the same
don't.
name but reversed. Juden Sentai Kyoryuger versus Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger. This show would be adapted into Power Rangers Dino Charge and Supercharge. Although this series had disappointing
What?
viewership numbers, its toy sales were exceptional, and Super Sentai was alive and healthy in 2013.
What happened 10 years later? 10 years
Also in
after.
2013, we got the
Oh,
first
follow-up
ever 10
movie.
years after
Holy
the
shit.
franchise, Hurricaneer
Was that a Dark Red Ranger?
10 years after. This takes place 10 years after the show and would catch us up with what the Rangers were up to in 2013. This was fun to see where they are now, including Ikko's new band and Kota being a father now. This was an excellent celebration for fans of Hurricaneer.
Dude, all the helmetless shots Kamen Rider could never.
2014 brought us Resha Sentai Tokuger, an imaginative and heartfelt Sentai season themed around trains. Tokuger offered fans a lighthearted and fun experience, complete with a charming cast that fans would largely respond well to. Despite this, the TV ratings were
I don't think I like this at all. I think this is bad. I'm kind of mixed on the helmets though. I like the visor, but like this flat ass top. Oh, I don't think I like these at all.
once again below Toei's expectations, and this series
These might be some of my least favorite ones we've seen all video.
This season featured the Rangers' ability to swap colors with each other and featured the first.
Wait, what? That's
Rangers
awesome.
since Battle Fever J.
That's a really fun gimmick. What the heck?
In 2015, Toei introduced what would prove to be one of the least popular seasons in the history of Sentai, with Shuriken Sentai Ninja.
Is it because this is like the fourth ninja themed one? Is that an aspect of it? Because even I'm like, all right, there's a lot of fucking ninja ones. I thought it was gonna be like 80% dinosaur.
Another ninja themed season.
But no. Oh wow, guys, look, it's another pink ranger who's predominantly white.
This show is adapted into Power Rangers Ninja Steel / Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel in the West. And featured a lot.
What's going on, Saban? Why are we splitting these into two shows? Why do you keep doing that? That's so bizarre.
Of comedy and lighthearted antics with a focus on ninjas not hiding. But
oh, it's because they can sell different fucking SKUs, can't they? They can be like, oh wow, here's the complete series of Ninja Steel for $40. But it's actually not the whole show. You gotta go buy another $40 DVD box set.
Cast and story unfortunately never connected with fans in the same way as other seasons. After this, we were treated to Deca Ranger 10 years after, which 10 years after the
I kind of
show,
love these
after
10
the
years
Rangers have
afters.
gone their separate paths, the Rangers have to investigate a corrupt head of SPD, as well as the evil Neo Deca Red and Neo Deca Yellow. This was a story that showcased the detective skills of the Rangers and put them in a scenario that's slightly different from the ones we had seen previously.
Wait a minute. Evil Red and Yellow? In SPD, the Red Ranger and the Yellow Ranger both came from the slums, and they have like a special relationship because they joined the team at the same time after being long-term friends with the same goal. Did Disney grab the character dynamics from Sentai too? Holy shit. Fuck off, not Saban. Disney was out here, raw.
Deca Ranger was one of the most successful Super Sentai seasons of all time, and the quality that made it successful would continue with this film.
What the fuck? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. 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 What the fuck am I looking at? This looks like a knockoff Halloween costume. Look at the print on the spandex. I can get that at the thrift store from somebody's abuela. What the fuck is this? This looks terrible. I'm sure somebody worked very hard on this, but I hate this so much. You guys need a little bit of armor or something. Just the recent straight spandex, they don't look good. They really don't look good, man.
2016 saw the release of an animal-themed Sentai with a bit of Minecraft thrown in for good.
Minecraft?
This was Dobutsu Sentai Zyuohger, a 40th anniversary season.
Bro, if I got this for my 40th anniversary, I'd be fucking mad. Oh, this is the Cube season.
This series followed a group of humans and...
Oh my god. Oh, this is Minecraft. I thought they just transformed inside of a cube. I thought that was the cute gimmick. Please get this off of my screen.
Humans who are animal.
This was the 40th anniversary. I'd be so mad. I would be so genuinely upset. That whip sword's pretty neat though.
Like creatures as they take on the space outlaws Death Galleon.
Wow, guys, look. Another pink ranger that's predominantly white.
This season, although somewhat divisive, still saw an uptick in viewership, and the humans, cubic theming, and the suit designs made this one of the most unique seasons of all time.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not the kids that are wrong, it's me.
In 2017, Sentai fans would go on an epic space journey with the biggest and one of the most unique teams in history, Uchu Sentai Q Ranger.
Man, these helmets are really different. I like them.
The largest team size in history as they take on the space shogunate Dark Matter.
Are these all the main riders? I mean, Sentai characters?
Reach than other recent seasons, as Q Ranger would
oh, it's a child!
For the first time since Ginga Man. Elements of this season would be adapted into Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. This show is notable.
I knew I saw that guy, the White Ranger, before.
Luca Milfi / Gokai Yellow in Gokaiger, returning to the franchise to do the voice of Washi Pink. Q Ranger was set in a universe dominated by the villain faction. It features
we got a big boy
based on the constellations, and with 12 Rangers featured in the show, this was an incredibly unique and memorable season.
Oh, I didn't know the feds were in Lupin Ranger.
2018 brought us the first Sentai season to feature two opposing teams.
Lupin Ranger versus Pat Ranger.
Kaito Sentai Lupin Ranger versus Keisatsu Sentai Pat Ranger.
Oh my god, he's drowning.
Thieves in Lupin Ranger and a team of cops in Pat Ranger as they take on each other. The concept of featuring two teams of Rangers was incredibly unique on its own, but this show even had a sixth Ranger referred to as X, who was part of both teams, a first for the franchise. Pat Ranger was the first Sentai team without a Blue Ranger. This was the first season without an outro song, and this was the last season to date that featured the word Ranger in its title.
I think I want to watch Lupin Ranger. That should look... It seems pretty fun. I'm into it.
Kicking off 2019 was a huge 4-part miniseries featuring Rangers from throughout the franchise's history in the 4-week
Willy Wonka series.
Super Sentai Strongest Battle. This series featured a tournament in which Rangers from Sentai history would battle against each other to
I'm gonna make a bold prediction that what's his name? Captain Marvelous wins the Gokaiger guy.
have a wish granted. Rangers from different teams would be mixed together to create cool new Ranger combos, and this miniseries was heavily focused on delivering fan service to the audience. This small project was a great intermission between Lupin Ranger vs. Pat Ranger and the next main Sentai series that would follow.
Where have I seen this suit before?
In 2019, we would see the
Ryu
release of
Soldier.
another Dino-themed Sentai, and the final season to debut in the Heisei era with Kishiryu Sentai Yu Soldier.
You soldier. My bad. I didn't have the necessary amount of fucking aura when I said that to actually get it right.
Theme, but this time with a much more aggressive look. This show featured the Yu soldiers fighting against Druidon.
Okay.
This season of Sentai
Oh,
would be
those swords are
adapted into Power
amazing.
Rangers Dino Fury. Yu Soldier also featured familiar elements mixed with some fresh new ideas, and this was the first Sentai to feature a Brown Ranger.
I'm sorry?
2020 brought us the first
I don't know if I'm surprised that it took them that long to have a Brown Ranger, or am I surprised they have a Brown Ranger at all?
Sentai season of the Reiwa era in Machine Sentai Kiramager, a magic, vehicle, and gemstone themed season that would endear itself to the Sentai community. In this series, our heroes battle against Emperor Yodon and the Dark Emperor Yodonheim.
I'm not even making the pun. The jewel theming and like the gemstone theme is sincerely blinding. Like it is fucking oozing out of my computer screen right now.
This season delivered tons of charm and lighthearted humor, along with emotional moments that added weight to the story. Unfortunately, due to the 2020 pandemic, the tail
Oh
end of the show
no!
was chaotic behind the scenes, and production would wrap early at only 45 episodes.
Oh, that's actually not too bad. Could be worse. Hi, welcome back, Gokaijers. Is this another 10-year after?
To the 10th anniversary of Gokaiger with 10 Gokaiger. Taking place 10 years after the events of the series, we would see the reunion of the most popular Sentai team of all time. This movie featured Captain Marvelous.
He's got an eye patch now.
Rangers, with the stipulation that if he loses, he's gonna lose his key, but if he wins all of the other Ranger keys.
So he wins.
Due to
One of the only things that I know about Gokaiger is that Captain Marvelous just wins. He is their Decade. Yeah, I'm just gonna travel throughout the multiverse and I'm just gonna win. Hey, did you step to me in any way, shape, or form? I'm just gonna win. Are you sure you want to talk to me in that manner? Because you're talking a lot of shit from somebody in winning distance.
Gokaiger's insane popularity, 10 Gokaiger was extremely successful and would help to solidify the tradition of having anniversary movies going forward. In 2021, Toei brought
what am I
us
looking
Ikai
at?
Sentai Zenkaiger, an anniversary.
I've seen his suit before. Are these? Oh, dude, these are based on the other fucking Zords from previous
A
series.
team full of Kikanoids along with a human who becomes
Yeah, there's the
Zenkaiger,
Mighty
as they
Morphin
look
one.
like a mashup of previous Sentai characters and take on Toji Tyndall. As an anniversary season, this show is loaded with fan service, and there's tons of references to previous seasons. The Kikanoids are meant to look like various mecha from the series, and Zenkaiser is himself a mashup of previous Rangers.
What a good suit, man.
Apparently,
What a
this series
great
was
suit.
originally going to be called Sentai Sentai Sentaiger, but I guess Toei just couldn't pull the trigger on such a
That's so
hilarious
good.
Zenkaiger isn't remembered as favorably as other seasons within the
Sentai Senkaiger is amazing. Knockoff Carnival? Is it a knockoff if they made Carnival?
community, but it did do a good job of paying tribute to the series as a whole.
Like 10 years prior, for that matter.
Additionally, we got the crossover between Kamen Rider Saber and Zenkaiger, known as Saber and Zenkaiger Superhero Senki, meant to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Kamen Rider and the 45th anniversary of Super Sentai.
There's so many more Sentai shows than Kamen
This was
Rider
a
shows. It's
huge,
crazy.
explosive celebration of Toei's brand of tokusatsu, and one of the largest projects that Super Sentai had ever seen before.
Look at all that spandex. Oh, another one that I actually kind of know about.
2022 brought us Avataro Sentai Don Brothers, one of the most unique Sentais of all time.
Bro, what does that make? Like 7? But you know what? Not counting the ones that I literally watched as a child, the Power Ranger adaptation. What does this bring us up to? Like 4 that I knew about prior? Maybe 6?
Due to it being based off of the legend of Momotaro.
Not
Don
6,
Brothers
dude.
captivated fans
5
with its
tops.
high levels of energy and signature style.
Oh my god, Oni sister. Look, it's fucking oh no, my joke doesn't work if I can't remember the name of the fucking show that replaced that girl for no fucking reason.
The Rangers here are based on different animals from the legend, and several of which are
God, the
portrayed
CG Rangers are
exclusively
so
by CGI,
bad.
first for the franchise. Interestingly enough, this show was originally marketed as a sequel to Zenkaiger, something that hadn't happened since Sun Vulcan in 1981. For Don Brothers, Toei was focused on mixing up traditional Ranger roles, with the Pink Ranger being male, and the Rangers have visually unique powers due to the freedom that CGI animation provides. Don Brothers was the first show in the franchise with brothers in the title.
And yet we couldn't do Brother Man?
2023
Wow, that's a
royalty
good
of the regal
mecha.
Osama Sentai King Ogier. This season featured a team of Rangers that are all rulers of their respective kingdoms.
Oh, it's another Warring Kingdoms type beat.
King Ogier was the very first Sentai season to be themed around insects, and their suits are more armored than in previous seasons.
And
also
they
featured
look
a hat
great.
cape reminiscent of a scarf, making them look somewhat similar to a Kamen Rider. This season also featured the most CGI ever by far, with it being used for nearly every background, as well as the mecha and some characters. This show delivered
Show looks great,
the
man.
Sentai franchise and was received generally pretty well by the fans, especially in Japan.
Damn, these suits look so good. Is this a 20 years later?
Next up is Hurakenja de Gozai
Whoa.
20th anniversary, a huge new 20th anniversary project.
Bro, and they got all of the fucking actors back. Oh, I love you, Kamen Rider, but you could fucking never. Is it because the Sentai actors go on to be less wildly successful after? I don't fucking know, man.
Project for Hurakenja taking place in the Edo period. This movie focuses heavily on the predecessors of the Hurakenjers and the Galraigers.
Oh, that's
as they
cool.
engage in conflict over the protection of Princess Teruhime and the Ascension Stone that she possesses. Eventually, this movie sees Rangers from the Edo period, as well as from the modern day, crossing over with each other, and it makes for a very interesting take on the Hurakenger formula.
I'm into that. That's a oh, baby. Is this 10 years later on Dino Thunder? I mean, Abba Ranger.
After this, we got the Abba Ranger
20th
anniversary movie, The Unforgivable Abare.
Stick.
This takes place 20 years after Abba Ranger, and it places these Rangers into a world that doesn't necessarily view them as heroes, making for a very interesting new take on their story.
Oh, is that it? That's it? Super simple movie, huh? Yo, Boom Boomger.
2024 brought us Bakuage Sentai Boom Boomger, another vehicle-themed Sentai. This show delivers a heavy dose of slapstick humor and wackiness, and also features 2 of the rarest Ranger colors in Sentai history, with Boon Orange and Boon Violet. Boon Boomger delivers a fun, laid-back tone.
Dude, these
that
suits
never
are
takes
so
itself
great.
too seriously.
Show the power up, please. Please show the power up.
Though the series has been somewhat divisive within the community, only time will tell what the legacy of Boom Boomger will be.
Please show the power up, dude. Please. Their power up in Boom Boomger, they literally just get fire fucking bomber jackets. that are custom like for their ranger, that's the power up. And it's raw as hell. Wow. We get so many.
Also delivered the fun 20th anniversary project of Deca Ranger with Deca Ranger 20th Fireball Booster. This movie had an exciting new mystery story that fits right into the Deca Ranger universe. We were also treated to an awesome looking new form for Deca Red called Premier Deca Red, and a satisfying twist that would send the audience home happy.
Oh, this is the one from Go Juju. Go. Is that what it's fucking called?
And one of the most loved Sentais of all time.
Is this Ninja? Kaku Ranger.
Anniversary project of Kaku Ranger, titled Ninja Sentai Kaku Ranger Act 3 Middle Age Struggles. Ninja Sentai Kaku Ranger
I wonder how many people
were
are asking for this.
Anniversary film of the franchise, and it would see the Rangers reprise their roles from the original series. And to see these classic Rangers reprise their roles was an absolute treat.
Bro, this is what I'm talking about. The whole cast came back.
And is extremely deserving of the 30th anniversary treatment.
There he is! The guy who's impossible to see through his mask.
50+ years of Super Sentai, this franchise has established itself as an absolutely legendary and groundbreaking collection of stories and characters. Super Sentai has treated us to some awesome looking costumes, sinister and memorable villains, and tons of hilarious moments that put smiles on our faces. We've been introduced to some amazing characters that we'll always remember, and as new fans discover this amazing franchise every day for the first time, the future of Super Sentai looks bright, and the love that the
Oof. When did this video come out? Oh no. The future looks bright. They just canceled this shit. They literally just canceled Super Sentai like a month ago. Well, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you for joining me on what's typically an off day. I feel like there was something else I was gonna say, but you know what? Let's get rid of it. It's not that important. See you later, blood. See you, everybody. Thank you so much to my lurkers. Thank you so much to my chatters. Thank you so much, even to the people that popped in, popped out, popped in, popped out. Thank you so much for everybody that even spends an iota of their time with me. I really, really appreciate it. Really, here comes the sappy. Really, you guys' support means the world to me. Really, really, it does. I enjoy streaming. It doesn't really matter how many people are in here. If there's one person, if there's 3 people, if one person's chatting or fucking 10 people are chatting, whatever, man. Thanks so much again for hanging out with me, guys. Bye. See you later. Bye. Come again tomorrow, 11 a.m. EST. Bye.